What's going on? What's going on? Good afternoon. Good evening. It's 4 o'clock where I am. Hope everybody's doing fine. Now, we not gonna be, but we gonna talk about the negative sides to trucking. Hopefully, my boys coming KLJT here, Dirty Broke. Uh, Chase Andrew dropped by. I just seen a video you gained that said you was gonna quit trucking. I don't know why your stuff pop up when he wants to, but let's get your girl monetized this month. This is crazy. I don't see why I still like I don't have the fucking watch hours, but with 1,000 videos I should, but they don't. But let's get it on up there. Thanks, my links are in the chat. Uh, Links are filling my latest videos. Like I said, I'm gonna keep the cooking coming. I'm gonna keep dropping cooking videos. I'm gonna try to amp it up to like instead of just twice a week, I'm gonna try to 3 or 4 times a week for y'all. So we can get this going. I'm in the works for a few things. I don't want to show it. I'm so excited. I do want to show y'all, but I don't. Because I only know naysayers and haters and stuff on something. You're just going to see when I get to my final project. And I'm moving towards that. Like I said, we also talk about um, the hazmat, how I feel about that in a minute. But yeah, let's hope they come in a minute. I'll give y'all a minute. Hold on.
Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a main beam undervolt.
Roger, main beam undervolt. Okay, stand by at 13. We're looking at
it. Limited runs, yeah, count out the funds, yeah, brand new fit, yeah, throwback ones, yeah, she ain't equipped, yeah, she tryna run, yeah, I can't resist, yeah, I get it done, yeah, she fell in love with me, she on my company, ooh, customer service, can't get enough of me, drinking that bubbly, did it on purpose, you know I'm all in that, tell for a big bag, making a purchase, wait, let me call you back, I need a car that's black, nigga, I'm serving, take no orders, but I'm serving. That little mama got me swerving. Look like it's working. Look like it's working. Serving. Take no orders, but I'm serving. That little mama got me swerving. Look like it's working. Look like it's working. Hey, you know I got flavor. Can't explain where I get it. In the mirror, looking like a.
It's my birthday, so I get what I want. I want you and I don't need everyone. I want your time and then some. Don't tell me no, then we got a problem. Piece of cake, I want, celebrate. Peach mimosas in the mall, presents when I get old. Don't tell me no.
I'll give y'all a minute. I'm hooking up my tray. Y'all give me 1 minute. Hold on. Where y'all at? I don't know, 8 whole minutes. Y'all didn't turn y'all notifications on. What's going on? What's going on? Hold on. Okay, there you go. VNL, Derek Williams, I see you. They ain't let you show up over here for whatever reason. Cause over here it say ain't nobody in here. What's going on, y'all? Hit the link, Bill. VNL, hit the link for a minute until the boys come in. I hope y'all had a blessed day. Hope your new year is going like it's supposed to be going. Um, Hope everybody, your family's blessed. I hope that y'all are doing like me, uh, getting ready to go to the doctor soon and get everything checked on. Just your regular annual checkup and getting everything together um, and getting that in order. On the side of YouTube, it says 4 people. On this side, it's like one. So come on, StreamYard. Being there, hit the link. Links are in the chat to my latest video. Link to join is in the chat. Come on up. I got a few things that uh, I want to launch. Nothing really major, just something simple. But yeah, I know. Like I said, we've been talking last week. We're gonna try some things that are outside of trucking and get those things going. I went in person to a few places for the areas I want to do next. Um, and like I said, my mind's been going back to my tanker. I recently, within the last week and a half, been going back to applying for tanker. Yeah, I know I had put the shit down for a minute because I really just kind of got frustrated with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that. I really just got frustrated with trying to find a tanker job because I'm thinking this is South, so it should be no problem. You know, what's up, VNL?
Oh, can you hear
Hold
me?
on. Okay, there you go. Yeah, what's up, D Price? I see you, baby. Derek Williams, how you doing? I don't know what Theo and them at, but hopefully they pop up in here. Let me highlight y'all. Yeah, but just I've been recently going back to tanking because everything that I want to do, this Walmart gig ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple weeks ago, last week for last, I said with T Hill on here, I got in at 8 o'clock. I got at the window at 8:45. I didn't leave until almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and y'all didn't believe me, especially T Hill ass. He didn't believe me when I said that, right? He didn't believe. He didn't believe that I got out that time. That's not legal. I said, but damn it, the Walmart don't care about being legal.
Mm.
The Walmart and these legal gigs, y'all, they don't care about being legal. Thank you, sir. I see it. Listen in. I'm in my pen. Oh, okay. I seen you was on a boat. What was that?
Yeah, that was on. I'm gonna try to keep the cursing to a minimum because I'm downstairs in the basement trying to respect their household. That was for that was for. I got my AirPods in too, so if I sound a little different, I ain't got my headset. But
You
that was
fine?
for New Year's. New
Okay.
Year's. Mm.
Oh, okay. It looked like you had fun.
Oh, anything with liquor is fun for sure. Yes. Got my girl tequila. I'm unstoppable.
Oh yeah, tequila. Nah, I like my vodka. I
You
like my
can't do
cranberry.
vodka.
I love my
Uh-uh.
cranberry and vodka with a little splash of lemon or pineapple juice. That's all I need. Don't need nothing else. I see the Don Julio that Trio be talking about, but Don Julio kind of strong. You feel me?
It is.
I'm
Don
not
Julio
Don
make you act a
Julio
Fulio.
girl. Yeah, you been messing around and sat on something or suck something, huh? You did that. I say,
Hey,
nah, let me
nah.
keep all my senses. Look at Tia to my bad daughter. You see no bad daughter.
See here, I'm being respectful. I said I'm keep the cursing to a
Yeah,
minimum. I'm respecting a
yeah,
house. I'm not at my house,
yeah,
so I can't go crazy on here like I
yeah.
normally do.
I, I see you got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. You better get that together.
Yeah, checkup. I need a checkup. Some stuff going on. I want to make sure my blood work is good and everything, blood pressure and stuff.
Yeah, they when I did my physical for my blood pressure, they say you all right. I say yeah, I'm good. But she say, well, your eyes not red. Do you feel like you about to faint? I say no. Niagara,
Mm.
Niagara. Ain't no store that. It's Niagara. They got me on the water today, sis. Now they give me this
Oh,
water stuff back and forth. You feel me?
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. They said it was empty. That's what she gave me. That was empty. 168. 810. We supposed to find out. Goddamn it. I should have looked at it, but she said this for sure is empty in our system.
Mm.
That's what she said. So we about to see y'all. Cause it's been like a struggle to get these damn empties today. It's Walmart. The holidays are over with. So what's the problem? Y'all still buying shit? The holidays are
Yeah,
over.
it's probably cause well you in Texas, but hey, they be scared they gonna get snowed in or something, the world gonna end or something.
Child, child. The world ain't gonna end. We got Trump in office.
Girl, like eat a Superman. What you gonna do?
No, but get shit together. We talk about just negativity in trucking today. You know, there's a lot of videos that popped up that say don't get in trucking, don't become a trucker, and all that kind of shit. AI taking over. Don't worry about it this year. Go take you a tech class so you can learn how to work on these robots. I mean, the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? All this negativity going on. And I ain't gonna tell you not to get your CDL, but you know the game has changed though. It ain't like what it used to be.
Yep.
It
I ain't
ain't
gonna
nothing
tell you
like it
ain't
used
go
to
get
be.
your CDL either. If you want to get it, by all means, go ahead. But it's different rules. Know that.
See, look at TSO. Trump going to jail. Trump not going to jail. Trump will be the they just pardoned old buddy boy son last month. They pardoned that nigga, and he got what sexual assault and battery and what and then illegal drugs and shit he had. What's y'all Biden son? What's all that shit they had on him? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I heard
They
about it.
pardoned they pardoned that nigga about the weather. Yeah, it's cold as hell down here. I mean, it's not snowing, but it's cold. It's 40 some damn degrees. It's 44 degrees. That's cold to us.
True, that's sunshine over here. I wish it's 15 over here.
Child, I think I would have to buy me some nipple covers if I come up there.
Yeah,
I have to get me some
yeah.
nipple warmers. You know what I used to do? The little shaker things that you buy in the Love's truck stop, and I would go to Minnesota. I would cut it in half and put it in a Ziploc bag and put some napkins on it and put it over my nipples. I would. I
Yeah, it's
would.
cold.
I
Shoot.
would. I said, this his shit is crazy. Don't be telling me about no damn stop it. He ain't going no damn jail. They gonna let that nigga run shit. You don't understand. Trump is a white Negro. When y'all gonna understand? Trump is a white Negro. He doesn't bleach his skin. You know what I'm saying? He keep hoes. He
He
gamble.
do.
He owns shit. You know what I'm saying? He lie. You feel what I'm talking about? That he put it all in the name of Jesus and pray on top of it. That's a nigga fight. He's a straight up nigga that bleach his skin. That's all. That's all he do. So don't stop it. Shut up. Hell. That's Trump's nominee. No, that's Trump ass too. He been accused of sexual harassment, some shit. You really?
Mhm.
Shit. But we was gonna talk about negative thoughts in trucking today. You know what I'm saying? I've had my negative thoughts for sure. It's so much I want to do in trucking. VNS. I supposed to own a fleet by now. I've been in trucking
Oh.
6 I supposed to own a fleet by now. I supposed to have 10, 11 trucks. I all through leasing. I was watching other people through leasing. I was watching a bunch of other folks that were leasing to fleets. Y'all remember all those? I ain't gonna say their name. Y'all remember all of them. And like
Mhm.
it's hard. It's hard to keep a positive head. It's hard. I say I'm negative and antsy, but it's hard to keep a positive head. And all the time when you see it online, people don't have a whole lot of positive things to say. People are really making videos telling people not to go get their CDL. People are.
Mhm.
People
I can
are
believe
literally
it.
making videos. Don't come to trucking. What's up, to you?
What's up? What's up? Yo, what's
What's
going on,
What's
being
up?
there?
What's
Happy New
up?
Year.
what's up? What's
New
up?
Year to
What's
you
up?
too.
Now you know I can't have you putting out false information about Biden's son. You know that wasn't he didn't have nothing sexual going on.
Oh my God! That's what you brought your ass up here for? I thought you brought
Yeah, to
yourself up here
give
for
you
the
some
conversation.
because the conversation is getting it right.
Oh my
Right? The
God!
conversation is we gonna get it right for
That's old
2025.
man
You
behavior.
could
That's old man
you
behavior,
you
though.
could you could you could say what you want, but let's get it right. So the
That's
people
old
really
man
want to know.
behavior.
No, it
That's
ain't.
old
People want
man. That's old man
this.
behavior.
This is why people don't want to get their CDL license because they can't get no good factual information from you. So why should they go? You still can't do it. You still can't drive a truck right. Come on now.
What
Be
you mean?
honest with the
I can
people.
drive a truck. I can drive a truck all day long. I can drive a truck better than you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Now now you know you you yeah, nah, I ain't gonna go there. But what I'm gonna
Now
say is this:
go there
let's
like
get
right.
there.
Go there like
No,
right,
we're
Mr.
not.
President. Go like
We're
on
not.
my page and change
Nah,
the subject of the
this
conversation. I'm sick of y'all with that. Y'all ain't gonna do that this
no,
year.
You
Same
stay
thing
on
with the
no.
track, T
conversation
Hill.
that
This
I'm
your
Stay on your
having.
track.
this is right up your alley.
Oh
Non-factual
Lord.
information
No, I
about
mean whatever it is they
about
got them for. I'm not for sure. It's one of them they got them for. You know,
well, you can't
all these politicians and they son
no,
got sexual shit against them. So it don't make no difference. But they pardoned his
Biden.
ass. If he was a nigga, they wouldn't have pardoned his ass.
I
Really?
gotta stop you. See, because you still running up. Biden's son is not a politician. He's Biden's son, and he
Okay, if your
pardoned his
son,
son, right?
okay, if you are the fucking president, your kids are like fucking politicians because they gotta walk
No, they
behind.
not. No, they
Yeah, they
not.
do. Yeah, they
No,
do.
Obama's
Being there,
daughters
you
aren't.
feel where I'm coming from?
Hold on. Obama's daughters aren't politicians. His wife isn't a politician. You might want them to be, but that isn't gonna make them that. They gotta know how politicians work, how the laws work. You can't do that. You can't just say what you think it should be because that's not right. You do know that. You know that. We want you to get it right. We want you to be the best. I want you to be a better truck driver than me.
Oh my God.
But when you can't go nowhere and you gotta follow a GPS, then I know you got a lot of work to do.
I know how to
Uh-oh.
follow GPS and I know how to read an atlas. Sir. Thank you. That's all I
A
need.
atlas, a atlas,
Yes,
right?
an atlas. Y'all
Where
bet
your
your old
atlas at?
behind. I bet your
Turn your
old
camera
behind don't
on.
know how to read an atlas, do you?
Turn your camera on and show us the atlas in your truck right now.
I don't have it in the truck. I got it at the
Uh,
house
and see,
somewhere.
you see that? You
I
see
don't
how
need. I don't need it now. I'm
I
local.
don't
I don't
need
need.
this. I don't need this. I
You see
don't
how he
need
trying
that.
to be in there because he ain't never read one with his old ass. He ain't never read one.
Oh. What's the topic? So y'all go back and forth.
This the topic right here. You see this?
Oh, he got his atlas.
I'm not gonna
You
turn
see
the
this?
subject of my conversation.
That's the
We
atlas.
talking about
That's the topic.
negativity and talking. That's what we
No,
talking
you
about today.
want to be. This is
That we
right up
talking
your
about.
alley being negative. This is right up your alley being negative. Okay, you
No,
see
it's
that?
not.
All right.
Look, what is you showing? What is that? Show it again. Show it again. I ain't see it. Show it again.
It was an atlas.
Show it again.
It's an atlas. You see that?
That don't
Y'all
look
is
like no damn atlas.
hilarious.
Let me see.
That is a.
Okay, that's an old one though. That's old as hell. That's an old ass atlas.
Where you?
What
Where do
year
you?
that is?
Where do you think my
Look at
new
the
one at?
color on it. The color on. Look at the color
No.
on the
Where
cover
do
in
you?
here. That's old as hell. How long you
I
had
gotta
that?
my
You know
kid.
I got dust color
This
all
is
on it.
right up her alley. This is right up her alley. You don't have one. You
You
don't
know
have one at
you know
all.
damn well you use your cell phone just like I do every day. Cause you go to the
I
same
do, but I
circle
have
all
a.
the time. You don't come
Listen.
to the south. Oh my god.
No. I have what I need for what my job is going to allow me to do.
Oh
Right?
my
You
god.
don't have an atlas in your truck.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if your phone go dead, what are you gonna do?
I have a
Mhm.
tablet and I have my
No,
phone
if your
and that's
phone
all
go
I
dead,
need.
if something happen right now and your phone go dead, you will not know where you going.
Okay, but I'm
True
local.
or not?
I'm local.
Yeah,
Majority of
right.
places
So what
I've
you gonna
been
do?
to.
You gonna get out? You gonna ask
Majority of
somebody on the
places
street
I've
corner?
been to, I've already been. Majority of places stores I've been to, I've already been. So I know
Right.
how to get out. I know how to get out from memory. So that don't matter now. I'm
Okay.
local. See, but you still
Okay.
take your little light ass down to Arizona and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you need her. You need her.
Well,
I don't need mine. Making fun of
it's
nobody. I'm putting
always
that whole ass out to the screen.
Thi-
Think you
this is
doing
right up
something.
your
Look.
alley
Look.
being negative. Come
Look.
on,
Yeah,
let's
you
be
ain't doing
negative.
nothing. That's
Cause
it
that's
old.
all this is your
He had to dig in
therapy.
that shit at the bottom of his bookcase in the living room.
No,
To hurry
no,
up.
I
Had to bend
didn't.
your
This is
knees down. To crack your knees
you
to bring
have
that
to
shit
have
out.
this. You don't
Yeah,
have
you
one. So
I'm at my
that's what
parents' house, so I'm keeping it
I
PG
know.
over here.
I know. Keep it PG. Keep it
I'm not saying nothing
PG.
bad. Y'all know how I be. I be got my AirPods in. I'm in my little corners.
you go. So what's negative about trucking? You don't think people you think people should
It's
get
so
their
many
CDL
videos.
license?
It's so many videos telling people don't get your CDL. But the sad thing
Why?
about it,
But why
listen,
are they saying that? Why?
listen to what I'm saying. It's so many things that negative said about it, but the same thing at time, I can't say that they wrong. I have a clip I'm gonna play in a minute that one of the guys that have a nice following telling people not to get in trucking.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And these
Right.
videos get views. Whenever these videos get views, I be feeling okay. That must be hitting a spot for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just negative. Anything negative is gonna get views. Nobody cares about puppies. We want to hear about the
Exactly.
puppies dying. I know that sounds bad, but people want to
Right.
hear negativity. Negativity sells. That's not necessarily saying that that's putting
Right.
something on the target. I don't believe that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
You gotta know
if you're gonna be
algorithm.
negative, if you're gonna be negative, I want you to be factual about negativity. I don't want you to make nothing up like what she just did about Biden's son. You know what I'm saying? And said he was a politician and he had something sexual going on.
But
She mixing the
he
two.
trying to defend people that don't know
No,
you?
I'm
Why
not
you keep trying to
defending
defend
anybody.
her?
I want you to be negative because this is your negative story. But
Oh
I
my
want you to be
god.
factual. I want you to tell the truth.
Oh my god.
Right? If you
Okay.
don't like something,
Okay.
that's cool. But don't like it. Don't like it for the wrong reasons because somebody
It wasn't
lied to you.
sexual. It wasn't sexual. He wouldn't have got off. He wasn't biting some. Point blank. Period.
What do you mean? If he wasn't by his
He wouldn't have
son,
got off. He wasn't biting some. He'd have took his ass to jail
I,
like the average white man or the average black man.
see, tell us the story. Do you know the story? Why
No,
he
I
got
don't know the
convicted?
story, but I just
Right.
brought him
So
up as an
so
example.
so so if you
Cause
don't know
we
the
going we
story,
going all out topics because of you. I said
no,
negativity
we're
in
not.
trucking.
We
You
are
brought
being
up
negative.
politicians and stuff. Cause I was
I
getting ready
didn't
about the
know.
Alice.
You
You see
brought it
how
up.
they do me on the base? No more of that shit.
No.
Y'all gonna come over here and change the topic of my
I'm gonna
story.
be negative
No
starting
more.
at 22
I'm
and
about to
ain't no more of this.
You gonna come
I'm
over
gonna
here and
be
change
as
the topic
negative
of my
Nancy.
story, oh man.
You
That's
listen. You
okay,
can be as
Jose.
negative
That's
as you want,
me. I'm
but I
cool.
want you
That's
to be
good.
factual. You can be as negative as you want, but I would like you to be factual about your negativity. Don't go out here and call somebody a sexual predator when they're not. You
Okay.
know that.
Okay. So
You wouldn't want nobody to
whatever
do
I
you like
said,
that.
I also said I don't know. I think it was
But
sexual.
you said it. But you said it. It's not about that you don't know. You said it, and you mean it because
Well,
you want to
okay,
be
whatever
negative.
the reason for he was being pardoned, it wouldn't be for the average person. That was really the point of me bringing him up.
No, but you know
It
what?
wasn't a point about it being sexual or not. That's not really the bigger
President,
point at it.
presidents at the end of their term, presidents do this. All presidents do this. Trump did it the last time when he got out of office. You do remember that. See, you don't remember somebody that you voted for and what they do. You only remember what
He
other
he
people that you don't
he
care
he
about do.
pardoned he pardoned one of his own sons out of trouble. I don't remember that. You remember that being there? I don't remember that.
The guy who stole the money, right, for the board for the wall, right? There was a guy that worked for Trump that did that. He pardoned that guy. That guy got in trouble for stealing the money to build a wall. So you don't know this type of stuff because you don't want to know it. You only want to know what Miss Harris did, what Biden did. You only want to know, and for crying out loud, you want to be negative. I'm telling you, be negative so you can get it out your system. But be negative and be truthful about it. Because if you don't like something, that's fine. You don't like it. But
Oh
don't make
Lord.
up stories because nobody does that. Like, if you don't like trucking, don't go out here and say, trucking is bad because all these people, all these felons in trucking, and they be robbing people, and they be. No, you can't make nothing up. You got to be truthful about it,
Okay.
right?
That
That's what
did
I'm
I
asking
not
you to do.
say? Did I not say I don't know for sure? But I
But
say
you
I
said
think
it. You
it
can't
is. So
say
I
that and
think it's
not
something
know
that.
that. You
Okay, but
can't
I
say
didn't
that
say
and not
did
know it.
I say for sure being there? Did I say for sure? I said
You
whatever it
can't get
is,
it.
he would
You
would
can't.
not have been for the regular person.
That's not true.
Oh my God.
That
No, it
that
wouldn't.
is not true.
There's plenty
Anybody
of men that's locked up that ain't getting no fucking pardon that deserve one. And they gave it to that boy.
you
And now
the
he in
reason
fucking
why a lot of people aren't getting
Graceland and Greenland. And now we trying to buy some fucking Greenland when the economy is fucked up. How we gonna go buy another fucking country? That's crazy.
who
Y'all
you
seen
talking
that shit?
about?
We trying to
Who
buy
you
Greenland. His son
who?
is in Greenland, Graceland, whatever he's at. You ain't seen that? Biden's son
No,
is in Greenland
Mm-mm.
or
no,
Graceland. They
no,
trying to take over Graceland.
no,
Greenland, whatever it is.
no.
I don't know.
I don't know where you get this stuff from, but
It's on. Look it up
but
on your phone right now. Look
look,
at your
look,
phone right now.
tell us where you get it from. You just hey I like you to death. I like you to death. But I
You
don't
like
know
me
where you get this
to death?
information from. Where you get this stuff from? You just we
Go
trying
look
to
at
buy
it on your
Greenland.
phone. If you don't
Oh
believe
my
me, go
God.
look at it on your phone
I ain't
right
looking
now.
on
Hold
my
on,
phone.
let
I'm
me
trying
open
to
That
you
this at
got
bro not
another
even in
window.
Washington D.C. He is in Greenland or Graceland, whatever the hell that shit is. And they talking about making it U.S. territory when we got other shit that need help now. They talking about food about to go up.
you will always need help, right?
Yeah, we all need
Because
help. We need Jesus
no
every day
no
of our life. We all need help.
no, you're gonna
We need
always
a
need
double
help.
dose of our Lord now. Daily.
Because you're gonna always need help. Because
We,
that's what you be
we,
looking for. You be looking for the
we,
help.
we. Don't just say me. We.
Right. I said you, because that's what you're looking for. You looking for the help from certain individuals. I ain't looking for help from none of them people. They could do what they need to do, but I'm not looking for help from them like that.
Hmm.
I mean,
Good Lord.
but that's what you like to do. You like to get messy with it, and that's cool. Get messy with it. Get jiggy with it.
I'm not
I'm just here
jiggy.
to help you. I'm just here to help you because you
I
like
ain't
to
heard jiggy
squabble.
in a
You
long
like to
time.
squabble. You like to squabble. Hey,
I'm gonna
Vietnam,
squabble. We gonna
Vietnam.
get off right quick.
Huh?
This being there, he
When
sent me a video of a Houston fight in the hood. I said, why the hell you send me some shit like that? I said, why you send me something like that?
hey,
No, that was a
Vietnam,
4th or 5th board squabbling in the
Vi-
street.
it's two
And 4th or
it's
5th board
it's
in
two
Houston. I said, why
girls.
would he send me? Why would you
It
come across there? It was in the morning too.
it
It
came up
was
on
like
my
early in the
look.
morning. I said,
It came up
when
on my
you get
time.
up, it's like 7, 8, 9 a.m. in the
Listen,
morning. I said, where do you get that from at 7,
see,
8, 9 a.m.
see,
in the damn morning? Go send
hey,
that shit
you're
back.
gonna say where I get it
Out of
from.
all
I'm
the
asking.
places,
It's
we got
down
a
to where you live
restaurant,
at,
we
and
got
I'm trying to
museums,
ask you, is
we
it
got
true or not?
attractions, we got live show, we got Toyota Center, we got all the stuff you can see, but he gonna see me about a squabble in the middle of the street. If you
Listen,
would.
Well,
you
he
hear what
said
she
it
Lord.
came
said?
up on his feed though.
It came up on my feed, and I was looking at it. I was like, what the hell
Because
is
he
going
always
on?
looking for
And
negative shit in Houston. Mr. Negativity Houston. I'm talking about me, but Mr. Negative right here by my city all the time.
nah, I'm not being negative. I was trying to
Oh,
see if
yeah.
it was real or not because I
Oh,
seen the
Lord.
man being
Y'all
there.
are a
You
mess. We got
you
30
didn't see
minutes of mess.
But, hey, VNL, you done seen two people fight before, right? At a
Mm,
match, right? In the middle of the
yeah.
match, when they about to start the fight, what do they say when they drop their hands down? Do they say squabble or do they say fight or get it on or what word do they use?
No,
Let's
yeah,
see.
they use squabble.
They use squabble,
Or
They
get it
use
on.
squabble.
right?
Oh my
So
God. He act like he ain't never seen no street fight
n-
before.
n- no, I have seen a
Oh,
street fight before, but we don't street fight up here in Cincinnati like that,
oh my
right?
God.
So
Oh my
so
God.
I
out in
think
the
he was
street
just
down in Houston.
confirming.
Right. I was confirming to see that y'all have something like that going on down
If
there.
you keep like y'all tell me, I keep searching for stuff and it come up negative. That's why it came up to your negative feed because you look for his stuff in Houston. Like
I,
he go to
that's
YouTube
a lie.
and type
That's a
in
lie.
Houston and he say
That is
why
a
not
lie.
move there? I
That
think
is
he
a
put
lie.
Houston and why not move there with an
That is a
exclamation point
lie.
and after he hit search. That's why they
Before I
popped up.
talk about it, I
Cause
asked.
you way in Ohio. You probably something that pop up to you.
I don't
It didn't
listen. You
pop
gotta
up
ask
to
the
me.
people over at
And
YouTube
I
why they put
had
it on my.
Houston.
I seen two. I seen two
Houston put my
girls
description
go in
bar.
a
Houston
fight,
put my
and I'm like,
description
why
bar
they
and it
fight?
pop up. So how it pop up to you if you don't search for it? This man
I,
hate my city.
uh,
He hate my city with a passion.
It might have
if
just
if
been a random video. You know how you get
I,
the videos from
if
India
you
and Afghanistan that pop up on your
Hell,
feed? It just be random.
oh my God, don't
That's
you
what
right,
I'm assuming.
stand up in him. He be looking for stuff. He said to me
shoot.
like 8 o'clock in the morning. Hold on, let me see what time was. Hold on, let me check that and see what time was. Hold on.
This is good. This is what she likes. She likes negativity. She loves it. Like that is a drug to a lot of people. Being negative and just showing negative things and just talking
Okay,
so
you
negative.
remember what time it was?
No,
You
I
remember what
don't.
time
I
it was when you
don't.
said it?
No, I don't.
I will let you know you look for it. I will let you tell me what time you sent it. So
I
people
don't
can know.
know.
What time you
It was
sent
in the
it?
morning. Listen,
Okay,
a
thank you.
person like
You
me
know
that
what time
drive
it
trucks,
was?
we get up in the morning.
I'm about to tell you what time it was. I'm gonna tell you what time it was. You ready, VNL? T, are you
I'm
listening?
ready.
I'm listening.
It was 7:27 a.m. in the morning when you sent me that. 7:27.
Okay. So all
That
right.
is
So you know
before
what
the bank
time it
open.
was?
The bank
You
open
know.
at 9. So that means you be looking for stuff. That's what that means.
No, no, that don't mean I'd be looking for stuff. That meant
Nah,
it was
whenever somebody
It
sends
was
stuff
eight
and it
twenty
ain't bank
seven my
hours, that
time.
means they were looking for it. That means the bank
That
ain't
mean
open. The bank
that
ain't
mean it
open
was
for
eight
another
twenty
hour
seven
and
my
30
time.
minutes. And 31 minutes, I think. So you be looking for stuff. Come on, y'all talk
I
about me
don't be
being
looking for
negative
anything.
Nancy. Really? You and Mr. Theo. Mr. Theo called me negative Nancy. I'm no negative
You
Nancy. I just tell what
what is your show about today? What is your show about today?
Oh,
negativity.
Huh? All right then. So let's
Negative
stay on.
thoughts,
It ain't got
negative
nothing to do
thoughts,
with Theo.
negative thinking, negative trucking videos.
he
Right.
sucks. She said, "What is your show about today? Negativity." Y'all are a mess, bro.
this
Both
is
of y'all.
this is right up her alley. This is right up
Oh
her
my,
alley.
no, it's
This is
not.
right up her alley.
I'm just letting you know how you getting on me. And you say I'm this and
Oh,
I'm there, but you do the same thing. All of y'all do the
uh,
same thing. We watch the
no,
same
we
stuff.
don't. No, we don't. Go look down my
Yes, we
channel. I
do.
should be having nothing but positivity on my channel. I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
help truck drivers. I'm trying to help drivers any way I can possibly to keep them from doing the mistakes and making the mistakes that I made. So I would never tell nobody not to get they CDL license, and you get it, and if you ain't got to use it, but you can get it and just park it. You know what I mean? There's a
Yep.
way to do it. You can just get it and just park it. You ain't gotta be a truck driver, but you gotta have something to fall back on in case something happens. Did you know I
Right.
found out something today? Today we found out what a B1 is. A B1 driver. You know what a B1 driver is today?
What is that?
Companies are out here hiring CDL drivers and B1. You know what that is, Shape? You must have
Oh,
fell off.
yeah.
You must have fell off. I gotta wait for she to come back on. Cause y'all gonna be tripping about this. Cause this is
I
part
want
of
to
what she
know.
like. A B1 driver is somebody who could drive in Mexico and come across the border. And companies hire
What?
them.
Yeah.
Uh oh. You back? Got the word up in her. Got the word up in the on the screen. How you spell it?
Oh Lord.
How you spell it?
Oh Lord. You got
Wait,
the
so are
high
these
spell
people
what?
illegal? That's B drivers?
B1 driver. Shape. You know
Are they
what a B1
illegal?
driver is? Not really.
Oh,
I
There's
forgot. You got to
visas.
tell me.
A B1 driver is somebody that could drive in Mexico and come
Oh,
across the
the.
border. They come
can
over here and get
everybody not
work
do
as
that?
Oh,
well.
okay.
I don't know if
Y'all go
everybody can.
subscribe to our girl now. Let's get her to 1,000. Let's get our girl to
Appreciate
1,000. She
y'all.
almost there.
Thank you,
Go
thank you, thank
subscribe.
you.
Go subscribe.
I'll be dropping random
Go hit the
discussion
subscribe button right
videos.
now. 80 y'all in here. All it takes is 80 y'all to get her to 1,000.
How many? How many?
8. She at 97. So she need
See?
what?
See,
5
Wait.
more?
I like this show. This is my first show.
Y'all,
I like this.
messy, messy boots. Everybody just.
You know.
I'll probably drop a video tomorrow before my doctor's appointment. I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead
what's
and
up.
get our girl to 1,000 so we can start getting this little money now. It keeps saying
Get
I
a
ain't got
little
to watch
money. Look
y'all
at
because I
me.
so damn understand.
They ain't gonna give us no money. I'm here for fun. I ain't getting no
He
pennies
gonna
from
get this little
YouTube.
money.
Don't worry about no money from
She missed
He
it.
gonna
YouTube.
get his
She
little
missed the
money.
train. She missed the YouTube train. The YouTube train has
Right.
already left the station.
I'm just here to have a
What's going
conversation.
on,
Y'all
Mr.
want to
There
Theo?
talk?
you go.
What's going on, Shapey?
Uh-oh.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Theo.
I gotta go. I
Oh, my
gotta go.
favorite's up there, MV7. So let me get this straight. You guys are discussing the B1 drivers. They talked. There was an article I read. I knew about these guys years ago, but there was an article I read that it was a Texas article where they was trying to get more people through that program, right? That can go across the line, like you said, Texas and Mexico. If you there's a company, and I know half of y'all may have seen it, called
hmm
Tex-Mex, and they've got a Texas license plate and a Mexico license plate,
Uh-oh.
Mm.
and they run all over the country.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
they run
wow.
all over the country. So it's nothing new under the sun, because in this article they were speaking about how they wanted to go to certain countries. I'm just going to use Honduras and for one of them, right? And because some of these they're great Spanish speaking countries, but they also speak English. And because of the trucks and the similarities, they was looking to bring more of these people in, because basically all the industries have moved down into Mexico. Not all, and rephrase that, a large percentage has moved into Mexico, right? So now they're trying to get it to more where they have more people who can just go into Mexico and come out and still be working on the US side. That's American company. That's what they're trying to do. So it's nothing new. It's just that I think we've all, myself included, we've all been so distracted on stuff that is really meaningless, that we don't see what's really going on behind the scenes. When we do see it, we get irate, and first thing we say, "Oh, what is that going to do for the American worker?" It's going to do what it's always done. You're either going to keep working, or you're going to change up and get a new skill set. That's it. There's no in betweens. I don't see what the problem is anymore. I mean, I do have a problem with the H-1 visas, and we expressed that on my show, because I feel that we should be educating our own public for the jobs of the future. That's the way it was in the 50s and 60s and 70s. They wanted to educate the people coming out of school, going into these universities or college or technical schools, for jobs of the future. We don't do that now. So now we're all kind of, we hear this thinking it's something that just started. It's been here. It's been here. And it's just about where you're going to fit in at. And you're not going to fit in being negative, because being negative is not going to solve your problem. You see what I'm saying? Uh,
Mhm.
having a certain president is not going to solve your problems. You got me? That's only going to solve a 2% of your problem. And it may be going against you, but it's not going to solve anything. We see right now we're going into from a democracy to an oligarchy, where the billionaires are running the country. And you just look at everybody's been picked for these cabinet positions. These are all billionaires. That's an oligarchy. You see, and we've seen our own president that's coming into office change his mind. I don't like that. But now I love H-1B visas. I love it. And they want to lift the veil so we can bring more people in. So just a lot going on, but not to get to drown the show in my sorrow, as they say. But I seen you was live, so I just figure I'll come in for a little bit. And
Yeah, you're always welcome to come in and give us a little piece of your 2 piece always. You know what I'm saying? You're
hold
always
up. Now wait a
welcome.
minute, Shake. This ain't
Your
God.
two
I'm not from
piece.
the group. I'm not from the group God. I'm not giving you a piece. See, he'll know what I'm talking about. So
No.
and I'm
Uh,
more like a 4-piece.
Jeez.
Ain't no snacking over here. Now what's going on with BL? Why she got to go to the doctor?
I don't
I
know.
just need to just go for a checkup. You just gotta go see your doctor every now and then. You
All of
paying
Mm,
us
for
need to
insurance.
make it your business to go to a doctor this month. Everybody, all my sons
well,
Make
yeah,
that's
it
watching everybody.
normalize it, especially if you got insurance. You know how many people got insurance and they do not utilize until they have to utilize it.
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
be
You
one of
got to,
those people.
yeah. You want to go because I might end up going tomorrow. I was thinking about going for my shoulder, but my back is in so much pain. I've had to put a patch on it today,
My poor
and that's
baby.
barely taking any
You
kind of
probably
pain off.
pulled a muscle. You hope it ain't dislocated.
Right.
Now you don't dislocate your back. My shoulder's been having issues for years, but I can generally go to the doctor and get muscle relaxers. But my lower back is just throbbing today. I don't know what's going on. So if it's still hurting tomorrow, then we're gonna have to set up an appointment and go to the doctor. See what's going on. Just getting aging out, and I always tell people I've done a lot of bulwark jobs driving trucks. So when you do these bulwark jobs, it breaks your body down when you get older. You see what I'm
Y'all see
saying? And
what
that's
just Saquon just said? You see it?
nah, I ain't looking at the chat. What he say?
He say,
picked up.
uh, picked up at Fort Bragg a few weeks ago. A driver from Mexico couldn't get onto the base because he waxed from Mexico. They've been over here driving. So
Correct.
how
Right.
did he get past anything in the first place? He can't get on base. That don't make sense.
No, you got to understand. Okay, well, here's how it
Okay.
works, Shay. Let me explain. Somebody who's was a military dependent, lived on military bases, uh, signed for people to come on and deliver on a military basis, right? You got to have a federal ID, even though when you're driving a truck and you're being sponsored. There are some CDL drivers who do not have that star on their license. If you do not have that, they're not going to let you into a military base, even though wherever you're delivering at has sponsored you, right? So he's correct. He can't get on the base. Now, somebody like him, because I had to do this for a driver years ago, and we worked for the same company. He couldn't get on, so I had to go there, jump in the truck, and deliver the load while he just sat right outside the base in my truck. That's how it is. But the thing is, like he said, they've been here delivering freight. They just couldn't get on the base. You see, and a lot of this shape is coming out of your state. It's not coming out of my state. This is coming out of your state.
We know it ain't
Because
coming
years
out of my state.
there you go. Because the biggest thing they have with Canadian drivers is Canadian drivers are supposed to come in, deliver, and get out of here. A lot of them are coming in, delivering, and they keep going. That's why so many of these Canadian companies have brought out U.S. companies. You see, so when Bison Transport was just buying everybody, and all these other companies out of Maine, they did it for a reason. See, now their base location could be in the U.S., so their drivers can keep on going. The ones who do live in Canada, they can just keep on delivering, picking up freight, going delivering until they make their way back to Canada. But you're supposed to come in and get out. No different from Mexico. You come in, you get out. So there's a reason why if you're picking up in Arizona and you're picking up produce, you go to Nogales or you go to not Brownsville, Texas. What's the one way down at the bottom? I can't think of the name. McAllen and the other one down, not Laredo. Laredo. Well, you go there and you see the truck drivers coming in, bringing in your product.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go across the line, right? So that's the way it works. But they're making it so that they're coming farther and farther up. And that does affect the guys here, whether we want to agree with it or not.
Yeah, they're gonna get
You
that
see,
freight. They're gonna take it back. They're gonna get that freight and take it all the way back across the
yeah,
border.
you see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's It's
Right.
nothing new. They've been
And
doing
Chase,
this.
you've been driving to Laredo, right? You drive it all the way from East Coast down to Laredo, and then you drop it off down to Laredo. Why are you dropping it off down to Laredo? So somebody can come across the border and pick it up and take it back down to Mexico. Because you
Yeah.
can't go to Mexico like that.
When I worked for Watkins, the law was a lot less strict with going across the border.
Mhm.
And they used to ask us, hey, do you have a problem going? And you coming in the door. No, I don't have a problem. I didn't have a problem going because I used to go across the border with Papa Smurf years ago when I was a little tight.
Who was
And
Papa Smurf? You got to give us this.
Papa
Papa Smurf.
Smurf was the guy down there at the border, and you pay him some money, and you all jump in the van, and you go
Oh
to the clubs
no.
in Mexico and get your frico. That's all it was. You go
Oh.
down there.
Oh, okay.
So the stuff that was illegal over here, I could do over there from a
Okay.
sexual standpoint and get drunk and all that stuff. So you pay your money, you
Oh.
go over there, and there you go.
Mm.
You party like it's 1999. You see what I'm
Ah,
saying? So
they don't know.
Yo.
no, they don't know nothing
That
about that.
you know what that doing stuff like that made a real good owner operator out of you. But when
Yes.
you just stay in the house and you don't go nowhere, you're not really gonna learn how to owner operate nothing.
No,
You
it made you understood money management real
Yeah,
real
oh
well.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, real well. You understood money management. But yeah,
Uh,
somebody said, where's he at today? You know what, man? I don't know if I heard this was over 15 years ago. I heard his son was doing it out of El Paso. I don't know how true it was, but I know he was down in Laredo, and but like I said, man, that was years ago. You talking about shipping ours at octagons, and I was fresh into driving, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a different world. But my point to bring it back home is everything we're hearing about, they've been doing this. It's just now it's being more publicized because companies are actually looking for these kind of people. And all it's telling you is you got to be versatile now. That's it. You can't just say, I'm just gonna do this and this is gonna be a 20 to 30-year venture. Trucking is changing fast, and it's changing faster than what we want. And it's actually, I think they're actually holding trucking back, right? Shake made a statement last night, which I was surprised, but she says, well, they're talking about getting these automated trucks out here. What we gonna do when that happens? But if you go back 30 days, when I brought that up, she says, oh, that ain't gonna happen. They be broke down on the road all the time. You see how reality sets in
Yep.
when you start thinking about this stuff. You really start thinking we're going into a technological age. This is the new I don't want to say revolution. This what was it back in the day, TL? We went into the in the 1800s after slavery. I can't think. I want to say the tech, but it's not. The word is not tech. Industrial.
Industrial. Okay.
This is the fifth stage of the industrial revolution in this country, basically, because technology was part of the reason of ending slavery, and we kept building and building and building, and now it's coming back to harness to where the technology is going to be taking people out of these jobs, out of the truck, i.e., or out of McDonald's, places like that. There's just everything's changing.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, and KLC said they would have to put lasers in the road, and they've actually got paint out right now that has
Does it?
computer chips in it. Yeah,
Mhm.
have that stuff in it. And don't forget the company in Indiana where they're going to rip up a strip of concrete and they're going to put a 20-mile stretch. I think it's going to be 20 miles done through Purdue University. They're going to put it down, but in the concrete, it's going to be charging. So when the trucks are going 65, it's going to be able to charge the battery of the truck. So this is where we're going. They're already testing this stuff. You see what I'm saying? And look at it. A guy told me this years ago when I was at a company and I wasn't too happy about the way the company was moving. It's about 20 years ago. And he says, understand this. Companies think 10 years ahead.
Yeah, 10 years ahead of the people.
Right? And he
Right.
started. Yeah, and he started in 78 and he drove for JB. He was one of the black guys that came through the program with JB Hunt that Jimmy Carter had put down, said you got to start hiring black people. It was paying JB Hunt like $3,500 to hire every black driver because they wasn't hiring these mega carriers at that time was not hiring a lot of black guys. So JB Hunt took advantage of it, and he said back then he left JB Hunt in '86, I think he said, and he said they told him back then all this West Coast running is going to come to an end in 10 years. We're going to start putting stuff on containers. So you see what I'm saying? And what do we see on every railroad that's got containers on them? When they're going down that highway, we mostly see JB Hunt containers because there's so many of them. So, you know, this we got to start thinking like that. You get what I'm saying?
JB Hunt been put more. JB Hunt, you missing JB Hunt been put more and more. The more they freight on the railroad than giving it to drivers lately.
They said that last year. They said last year, the lady said, we want to disrupt the market. In order to do it, they want to put more containers on the rail. That's where everything is. They've been talking about this in trucking for years, about trying to, and we're going to go back farther. T. Hill remembers this. When Bush was in office, Junior, they was trying to build a NAFTA highway, and it was going to go from Mexico all the way to Canada. And it's still there in certain parts of Texas. There's 69 and 469 and all the way up through Arkansas. There are certain parts where that's technically the NAFTA highway. And they wanted to build this highway where it was going to be 6 lanes wide each side. It was going to have 4 railroad lanes running straight up and out. And also there was going to be hubs where basically the freight would come up to that stationary hub and then it would be dispersed across America. And this was going all the way into Canada, and it would branch off to go into British Columbia, Ontario, also into Michigan, going west, and also out of Michigan going east. That was the original plan because they wanted to make trucking regional, right? So that was the push to try to get women into trucking. Because they understood the men. That's why the automation with the automatic transmission, that was only there to get women in the trucking. Literally, it worked perfectly. We see that the automatic transmission is financially better.
And now we got some men that don't want to drive. They don't want to drive manuals. They love automatics. We got a bunch of men that love.
You know, they call themselves automatic daddies.
Well,
There's nothing bad about automatic.
I'm gonna keep it real with
you. Got some women that love a manual.
Yeah,
but
here's
driving the manuals too. Yeah,
but here's
females.
the thing. My thing is, if I don't own it, I don't care what's in it, right? I own the standard and the automatic, and I will be honest with you. It's just over time, it's better to be in an automatic. I get it. It's good for traffic. Some people say they're bad for weather. There's pros and cons, right? There truly is. But the objective is to take any distraction away from the driver and to keep the driver focused on the road. So you're no longer shifting. So in the long run, when you think about it, the automatic transmission keeps your insurance costs lower. You know why? You could talk this if Black Heavyweight ever came up. His ankles. Anybody's been doing this over 20 years, you start to have ankle problems if you constantly been driving a stick. You just start to have ankle problems. Your shoulder starts to hurt more because you're shifting all the time. Your wrists. There's just a lot of factors that we don't think about. Driving a stick for so long, it does hurt your body versus an automatic. I just fold up, put the armrest down, lean to the side, and lay back as far as I can. And I'm riding. I ain't got to do nothing. I can step on the gas, just keep my foot on there, and the truck do all the work. So what am I complaining about? Let's go. That's my theory. Let's go. So that's where we at. You know, technology is moving forward, and we either got to move with it or get ran over by it. Pick the poison.
I got a clip I want to play because it goes over my thing before Mr. Belvedere here rudely deteriorated.
I didn't really do that. I wanted you to get. I just want you to get the facts straight. You could be negative. You could be negative.
So specific, you know.
No,
Mr.
Listen, she wants to be negative. Today her video, she loves it. Her videos about all negative in trucking today. But
when is she not been negative?
No, I know. But I'm just. I want her to be. politically correct and to be honest about what it is negatively you're talking about. You could be negative, but put the facts out there because you said some stuff that wasn't true. And
Shape ain't
that
gonna
that
never be
I also
politically
said don't
correct. Now,
quote me. I said don't quote me too.
Shape and being politically correct shouldn't go in the same sentence.
you're
Stop,
right.
stop. I love me some Shape, but we ain't gonna do this. We're not gonna do this to the word politically incorrect. No,
No.
we gotta fight for those words.
Oh my God. Can I play my clip now? Can I play my clip now?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to
Yes.
hear it. I want to hear it.
Hold
I
on.
want to hear where you
The
get this stuff
the
from.
negative thoughts and negative vibes. Hold on.
I want to hear where you get this stuff from.
Can make an educated decision. 9 reasons you don't want to be a trucker. I've been trucking for about 4 years now. I've been all over the country. I've been at a couple different companies, and I can tell you the reasons you don't want to be in trucking. Number 2, overworked. You're going to work 70 hours a week, up to. This is not a normal 9 to 5 job. You're going to be working a lot, and home time is not very often. You will likely be underpaid. A lot of companies in this country just simply don't pay a lot. I believe it's just barely over the national average, which for the amount of hours you're working, it's not very much for all the sacrifice you're giving. Now, I work for one of the best paid trucking companies in the country, GP Transco. Besides them, it's like Walmart. This is the top 2. It's about as good as it gets. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in trucking. This is a really good company to be in. Number 4, good on them. Depression and suicide. Very serious topics. Being alone in isolation, it's linked to higher rates of depression and suicide. So that is something you need to consider, is the psychological, the mental effect on you of being out here and working long hours, being alone in isolations. Perhaps you can manage that and you can cope with it. I know for me, I deal with depression sometimes. I have some dark thoughts come in my head. I'm not suicidal or anything, but that's something I have to deal with. And I journal, I've done therapy. I'm not really huge into that, but I prefer calling friends and actually talking to people I know personally and exercising, stuff like that. So taking into consideration the mental toll it'll have to take all the time in isolation, which is recognized by doctors, psychologists, and even world religions. In the Bible, it says it is not good.
And you're better off being a company driver. Unfortunately, that's the case if you really think about it. If you are thinking of becoming an owner-operator, the way to really be successful is to come at it with a team. Look at how thick that is. Your insurance papers, your DOT paperwork, and all of your permits, you're going to have to take care of that on your own as an owner-operator. Not to mention, you're going to be in charge of taking care of your own taxes. You're going to be in charge of the maintenance right there. That's all you, dude. And if you think you're going to have all this control, think again. The price of diesel can go up higher than what it is and put you out of business. Your load broker could give you shitty loads, which could put you out of business. The ATA and the mega carriers have lobbied to put up all this red tape to kill off competition. This is not back in the day. This is not the American free trucker. And if this upsets you or makes you mad, look, it's not my fault your shit doesn't work because you're eating all this junk food out on the highway because you got to work all the time. I didn't do that. So I'm going to tell you.
Okay, did y'all hear what they had to say? I thought I turned the volume up. Did y'all hear it being there?
Yeah,
Oh,
all of
yeah,
it
we heard it.
negative. It's all
Okay, it
negative.
popped up. Both their videos popped up right behind each other. They played right behind each other. I said, I'm going to just use that. But you hear what the second guy had to say? Talk about owner-operator, talk about all that stuff you eat and all that kind of stuff. I said, okay, damn. You ain't have to go there.
Well, let's take it step by step, right? The first guy, he's been driving 4 years, and he states that he works for one of the best paying companies other than Walmart. That's a lie. That's a lie. He is not making once you start getting into $100,000 a year, you are into the top 2% of trucking. DP Transco ain't giving that. That's just a fact. 2, he already says he suffers from some slight mental problems. You get what I'm saying? He's
Yes,
already so he's coming into a situation where he needs to be around people. He needs something to keep his mind distracted because of his own issues.
He need a Papa Smurf. You need a
There
Papa
you go.
Smurf in
There,
the
every day he need a Papa Smurf, right? So this is why you can't take advice from these people when he says 4 years. I work for the
yeah,
second highest paying company,
he
and
ain't even
but
say
there,
was it UPS
yeah,
or
none of that.
ABF, no union type
Anybody,
company
none of the
that's making good.
cryogenic companies, none of that, right? So,
Mhm.
excuse me,
He ain't say
burping like
Loves
crazy.
either.
He
He ain't
didn't
say
say loves,
Loves.
none.
But
Yeah,
we know some
nothing.
people work for Loves. They just quit. They don't care about the money. You know what I'm saying? So you can come here and make money if you want to, and then you can just go and do whatever you want to do. They like that.
Yeah, yeah, and not only that. One thing about trucking is great when it's that period of your life for it to be great, right? KLJ had a
Mhm.
point. He put in there, he don't really care about people. And T Hill's heard me say this plenty of times on the phone. And I would say, listen, man, I'm gonna be straight up. This ain't nothing against nobody personal here. Respect everybody. I don't need a MF to get me down the road. I did it way before the cell phone, way before pagers, when the CB and AM radio was your best friend. You see, well, we're coming into social media where that's where people are saying, well, if he says good on social media, it must be good. No, everything is not for you. I used to like to be in the truck when I was by myself, right? Because I'm kind of an introvert. I don't want to be bothered sometime in my life. I just don't. And it was the best way to get whatever you got going on at home or anything. You could clear your mind in trucking, no distractions, right? What nowadays everybody's distracted from something. So if you've got something going on mentally and now you're distracted, you're still going to go right back to the mental issues, but you're looking at stuff that's creating a bigger problem, right? So if I want to know about trucking, the first guy I'm not going to watch because he's just too negative. The second guy, he's being a smart owner operator. He's telling you everything to convince you not to get into it, so he don't have as much competition.
Right.
That's all he's doing.
Hmm.
This stuff about
Yep.
what you eating, and we all eating the same food, right? We all,
So
if you're
what happens
out
to
here
all the
running,
videos that used to pop up that would encourage you? Now it's nothing but just don't do it, or
but
don't
but
own a truck, or I
because
quit,
Shay,
or I lost
you
my
gotta
license.
you gotta understand if somebody lost their license, that ain't got nothing to do with trucking. If they quit, it just wasn't the place for them. They don't tell you why they quit, right? How many people have we heard complain about super ego, and the next day we see 5 videos of people going to super ego,
Yeah,
right?
y'all
I
know LOM stay on Super Ego. LOM is
okay, well,
dedicated to Super Ego like
correct, but
crazy.
what I'm trying to say is I won't let somebody else's opinion define what I'm trying to do, right? Because you're never going to get all the good things in every company. The problem is, and I'm not picking on anybody, and I stand on this soapbox, what I'm about to say. The problem is, a lot of these people coming into the industry don't know how to interview, and they don't know how to stop and talk to somebody, ask them questions. They want to run to social media and think, okay, this, yeah, that's a great job. Let me go do that. And then they complain, oh, they didn't tell me it was this. You didn't ask nobody. You know,
Hmm.
social media, they're not there to tell you the truth. They're there to sell you something. They, they want you to watch them. That's it. I couldn't do a true social media about trucking if I told the truth, the good, bad, and the ugly. Oh man, this guy's just negative. That's what they will say because that's all they're gonna look for. They're gonna either hear you can make a lot of money or the negative stuff, right? They're not gonna hear how it took to get to that point. They don't want to hear that. So that's the problem. Those videos like that, I don't listen to. I've been doing this too long. Nothing somebody can say on the video like that can sway me when I know there's an other side to that story. They only telling you one point of view. So when you show that, you're showing everybody the negative people in trucking. You can't
Let me
tell me
ask you
there's no
this.
positive people.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's the age difference? Because no, you come from the 50 and up club in trucking. Do you think the age difference is what making a bigger influence on people?
It's it's a mentality difference because when I wasn't 50, I was never talking like that in trucking. When I first started, I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking, man, I'm about to get out here and try to make me some money because I want to go back to school so I can save up some money. That was what I was thinking. I understood it was a job. I understand when I go to a job, every job I've ever had, I've always told the manager this: I'm not here to be friends and lovers. I'm here to get a check. And whatever I got to do to get my check, I do it. There's no perfect day. There's never going to be a perfect day. So I understand that. Even as a younger Theo, and I mean a real young Theo, understood you're here to get a check. And it's not your way. If you don't like it, go somewhere where it works out better. These people will stay and ride on a sinking ship and complain because I threw them a life raft that wasn't all the way aired up. You see what I'm saying? But you stayed on the ship. So it's a generation thing. This generation is just different. Like I said, if I want to know about a company, I'm going to try my damnedest to find somebody that works there and talk to them. I did it before, and DB was on the phone. He said, man, that should have been a good one. Wish I'd recorded, because I literally asked the guy, give me the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, well, what can I average? I don't want to know what's in your wallet. What can I average? Because that gives me a good indication of what kind of money I can make. Then I make the decision. I'm not going to go, so, oh, man, I make $3,000 a week here. Yeah, but he's the top guy. Of course he's going to make $3,000. He's top guy. You coming in, you don't know the runs, you don't know the system, so you making 16 and complaining until you get better. That's just the way trucking is, like any industry. I think we just want everything the way we want it, but we're not willing to work for it. You decide you're going to be an owner operator, i.e., you finance that truck or you buy cash. You understand you are now the Atlas man. You're holding the world on your shoulders. And if you didn't want to hold it on your shoulders, you shouldn't have took the loan out. You shouldn't have brought the cash truck, because this is what comes with it. It's a business. Every business has problems. If you want to make it work, your business will strive. If not, your business will fail. You shut it down. You go do something else. It's not trigonometry.
Yeah, some people don't believe in that though. Some people think it should be one way, just to get in the seat and drive, and everything should fall in place, especially in this industry.
Well, listen, we got a lot of shapes out there, right? That think that when it's not going right, they feel the government should come in and make it better for them. But on the same token, we don't want the government in, right? So when it doesn't work, everybody wants somebody to jump in and be Captain Save a Hoe, as they used to say, right? That's what everybody wants. And you just got to understand, this is the industry you chose. If it's not working, get out the industry or find a way to navigate to make it work. We just can't complain about, oh, they're not doing this or they're not doing that. And I'm not picking on you, shit. But a lot of people do that. They get mad because the company's not giving them what they want. Go start your own company then. Because I firmly believe, even where I work, if it's to the point I need them to change something, I need to think about, do I need to be here? Because they've been in business for years. What they're doing works for them. That don't mean it's going to work for me, you know? And I'll bow out for a little bit.
Yeah. But it's sad though. It's all over the place. It's sad. When I first came in back when I was in Swift, it was so many videos. Go get your CDL. I mean, you couldn't stop your algorithm popping up. Go get your CDL. Go here. Yeah, but remember how bad they was pushing Prime? They was pushing Prime meat like crazy. Now you can't take your ass over there. Remember that?
Why
I
not?
feel like
Why
too
can't you come
times
over there?
have
Now,
changed.
now
Times
they
have
they
changed
want you to
too.
lease. They want you to lease. They don't want you being a company driver anymore. They want you to lease straight through Duff.
Right. So what happened? And they must have did something wrong that they need lease drivers over there now instead of company drivers.
Yeah, that's what I
Were
don't
they
understand. Because
were they
Prime was the
misclassified or they
number
had a
one.
lawsuit?
Prime was the number one for reefer freight.
Well,
Mm.
it's not that something went wrong to Hill. They looked at a financial decision and said, you know what? It's cheaper if we have people come in and pay for the truck. We don't have to pay insurance. There's so much we don't have to pay workman's comp. There's so much that they don't have to pay by telling you, come over here and you can be an owner operator. It's the best system that's ever been around. Now here's the difference though, Shape. Like you said, people was talking about go to Prime. And they was propping it up because that was their first job. Right. And I get it. If you come from working a regular job and you seeing a check for $1,900 to $2,300 going into your account, you're like, man, why? Everybody should get on board with this, right? But when I came up into this business, Prime, every older black guy, let me rephrase that. that I knew, first thing they said, hey man, do not do any of these lease deals with these companies. He said, don't let nobody trick you. You are not owning this truck. Don't do it. And everyone said that. And I'm gonna tell you why. See, back then when you signed the lease, and if you quit and broke the lease, they could come after you because this was just like a bank financing. So they was garnishing people wages even after they left. People was losing everything because they was trying to go out. NFI was another company that used to do it. So when CR England got sued in 2000, I believe it was, that's when everything changed to a walkaway lease. So you could come in, just give us 2 weeks notice, you go about your business, right? Because they was basically doing fraudulent financing. They wasn't a bank, you see, and it's no different now. So that's why it changed. But when you come into this, and there's still people out here now that are truck driving schools are full right now. They are full of people that are still trying to get into truck driving. So we can't say that trucking is doing so bad. It's just that people came in on a high note and they thought that was going to be trucking. They thought this is trucking now. And no, trucking is a roller coaster. As long as I've been in it, it's always up and down, up and down. You just got to figure out where you get in at, fit in.
I think we need truck drivers, but at the same time, I think our infrastructure needs to get bigger. Like the reason why we probably think we don't need truck drivers is because the truck stops are full. 100 spots fill up very quickly in the afternoon at the truck stop. Well, we know we need 200 spots. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get up in the Northeast, there's no more room. There's barely room for 50 trucks.
Watch it.
So, so you need more space. It's like going to the hospital. You ever been to the hospital?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, did T Hill drop? Oh shit. Go ahead, T Hill.
It's the hospitals need more and more space. So they can have more doctors and nurses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always building and building at the hospital. So that the infrastructure is getting bigger with them needing more doctors and nurses. So the infrastructure is going. But you don't see that in trucking. Like in Ohio, I think they're redoing all the rest stops, but the rest stops don't have double the space. It's like the same amount of space.
Yeah, they just upgrading the ambiance of you walking in the rest area, right?
Yeah,
now it looks better.
You just dip for 15 minutes and get on down the road. Like,
there you go. The facade was on point. But now I would say this. Now this is just my opinion. When it comes to the parking, we do need more parking. There's no, it's been like that since Friday After Freedom. But I think with the ELD has made it so that everybody, listen, I got to be somewhere by 6, right? I got to shut down by 6. And there's a window of 5 to 8 where everybody is shutting down because of the ELD. And I think that makes it a little harder. You know, it wasn't ELD. Yeah, you pushed the clock a little bit, but you could find parking because there was always somebody leaving out throughout the hour, 2 hours. Somebody's leaving out. Now it's balls, excuse my language, it's balls to the walls every day. But I agree, we do need more parking, right? But on the other hand, what we need more parking is if you come into this industry and you only know the big boys, the Loves, the Pilots, the TA, the Petro, right? That's all you fuel at and that's all you park at, then you are actually hurting yourself. Because I hear guys all the time, man, ain't nowhere to park in the Northeast. I ain't never had no problem. I never had. I didn't park at the big places. Right?
You parking at the Papa Smurfs.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So I mean that's how it was. But it was, you know, when guys say it was better back
What's
then,
up, Tricky?
I don't want to say that, right? It's always been a grueling industry. You know, trucking has always been grueling. Now, for us, the party life of trucking, yes, it was better back then, right? If you go to Baltimore back in the day, Baltimore South now. Back in the day, guys would just about wreck their trucks trying to get on the back row because that's where the action was. All the women would walk by, some 90% clothing, some 10% with clothing on, right? You would see, so that would be your highlight to get to the truck stops by 8 o'clock, and now the action comes on, right? So
Action.
you know, yeah, lights, camera, action, right? You know, when you hear them on the radio, what truck you in? I got my right turn signal blinking. And then you have three guys turn their turn signal on. You know what I'm saying? So you had that, right? You had the CB boxing like we do now. I just say YouTube, the guys that argue back and forth. Nothing against them, but that's their world. It's no different than CB boxing. You know, you got two guys traveling 80 miles down the road telling I'm gonna kick your ass. When? When you gonna kick? You see what I'm saying? You going, I'm going 80, you going 80, right? But we
They
talk
be
about we gonna
squabbling.
kick each other's ass. There you go.
They call it
Right?
squabble. They call it squabbling. I ain't know that they called it squabbling like that.
Really? Are
They
you
call it
serious,
squabbling.
bro?
They
I
call
didn't know that neither. We called it
Dang.
CB. We called it CB boxing. That's what we used to call it, CB boxing, right? And
I
it,
didn't
and it
know they
was,
called it
yeah,
squabbling.
Oh my
it was
God.
funny. It was funny back then, and it's funny now, right? When you see it on social media, guys doing that, right? But you know, at the end of the day, there's not a whole lot that's changed in the truck, and the trucks has gotten a whole lot more comfortable. The roads have gotten better, but shippers still make you wait. There's no denying that. Some of them still won't let you go use the bathroom, right? They treat you like crap, even though you have what they need. So, but other than that, trucking is still the same. I think just people just got to realize, you know, there is a big misconception that people have put out here. Um, you can make so much money in trucking. And when I say there's a perception, let me back it up. Yes, you can make a good living in trucking. I'm not knocking that. But there's other industries where you can make a good living or better than you can in trucking. And instead of us complaining about trucking, we just got to figure out if this is what we want to do. I'm not going to stay at a job where I'm complaining about I'm not making no money, right? Because I want to work it the way I want to work it. I'm not going to do that. And I think that's where we're at. You know, everybody wanted their way. This is a competitive industry. Whether you're owning your truck, you're leasing, you're 1099, W-2, you're still competing. It's a competitive industry. So, case in point, Shape Pours, she works for US Express, great company. She runs Walmart Dedicated. Every day she's in competition with somebody like a NFI. She's in competition with a Warner, a Swift, because if they don't get 99.9% delivery accuracy, they're out of there. They're out of there. So imagine going to work every day knowing that you have to be on time no matter what, because there's somebody lurking around the corner to get that contract. It's competition, baby. That's how it's
Martin,
always been.
up
Yeah.
here, we have Martin take over some Walmart account.
Correct. You see? Yeah. So
Yeah, Martin.
it's always competition. And some people don't like competition. I would say it over and over. When the rates were averaging $5 a mile, it was easy to do this if you were on operator. Now you got to compete to try to get 253 a mile. That's, you know, it's a different level now. Now you're really competing. But when everybody's throwing a minimum 450 to 5 at you to start the negotiation, and now they're throwing 135 to 190 to start the negotiation, man, it's tight.
Yeah.
You know,
Because somebody
that's
can still come in and take it from you because they looking at time. Like if you ain't never been to these places, you won't know. Like,
correct.
hey, why they let it go so cheap? Because a person like me, I know what my cost is, and I can come in and undercut somebody because I know I could be in and out.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to
Hmm.
get because I need to be somewhere in the next couple of days, so I know what I'm doing as far as
Hmm.
being on the freight, so I could get that load. And I like, well, yeah, we got that load. That load's gone already. And so
Hmm.
when that happens, I would call in and say, "Oh, that load's gone already. Hey, can you take $100 off and I get it?" And you know the broker be like, "Hold on for a second.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, we got it. We got it for you." And then I can get that load and I get on down the road. And
Hmm.
I gave it to the broker. Now a lot of
Yeah.
people don't like that because they're like, "You taking cheap freight, you doing this and that," but it's a competition out here. And I'm pretty sure it happened to me because that's, you know, They can call me back and say, hey, the customer canceled that load. The customer ain't cancel that load. Somebody came in and undercut me.
Oh, I've had that
You know what I'm saying?
several years back. You know how many times I've had that happen on a Friday? Hey man, they canceled. Yeah, right. Y'all, somebody else came in and got it. You didn't want to pay them. Why does V&L look like she's so sick? Are you okay? Oh, she rubbing the nose. Now she's
Cause she ain't
scratching.
got a,
I'm
she don't have
actually.
an SMV. What's that microphone called?
Every
Oh,
She don't
time
have
you get a
that
name, you get it right. You
MV7.
ain't said the name right. See, you putting out
Oh
false
God, I messed
information.
it
If you're
up.
gonna say it, say it right. You should have never tried to say it because you didn't even use the
Dang.
right
I know,
letters.
like
Actually,
it's a
That's
sure
how you know I don't have
MV7.
that.
it's a sure thing. He don't
that
understand.
see, I don't have that.
No,
See, that's
I'm
how.
I'm actually going to the doctor tomorrow because I got my dad, he has a blood pressure machine. So I check my blood pressure and it's normal, but there's been some things going on with me mentally. So I'm just going to go get checked out because
You better
I
be
ain't
careful.
I ain't been
Sometimes you
right.
can make yourself sick. You know that? That's how you can make yourself sick sometimes. But worry.
Yeah, I'm probably not getting enough like water, staying hydrated. I need them to just do some blood work because
Well, no,
I
yeah,
can't
don't
see it.
self-diagnose yourself. You just need to go pull your blood work because the problem nowadays, unfortunately, a lot of younger people are having problems that people my age should be getting, i.e., the
Yep,
high blood pressure, diabetes, and you definitely want to have everything checked because that blood pressure has
yep,
always been known as a silent killer.
yep.
So but you just look like you're miserable tonight.
I ain't
Hmm.
miserable, but I'm not feeling good though. I'll just say that.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And
I'm
shape all
not feeling
dolled
well.
up like she going to the
You
club.
see her? You see
I ain't
her?
Yeah.
going to the club. I got
Of
what?
course, she going to the club. As soon as she get off of
Look,
work, she going straight to that
mm,
club
look,
No,
and be hanging
no.
yeah,
out. We know what
she
you're
got
doing.
It's a Wednesday night. I ain't going nowhere.
she got a lipstick, she got a
Club going up
gloss
on a
on,
Wednesday. You
yeah,
got a
a little
song.
shea butter
Yeah.
around the cheek, hair pulled to the side.
You
Who you
see
try? Who is the guy at Walmart you trying to impress?
her?
Nobody.
Who is
Yo.
you? It's somebody. You two gliding laid to the side for this.
I'm
Yeah.
not
This ain't no normal truck in here.
ain't no Walmart side
Hmm.
unless I get off on time.
And
You is a
now
little
we know,
dolled up shape. You got a date
yeah.
tonight?
Whenever she wear that fuchsia jacket, she trying to get somebody. I know
Not
it.
the fuchsia. She got her go-to jacket.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop.
uh,
What
Yeah.
Kale say?
come on, Shay.
Oh, wait, Kale say you want in here. I'm at my parents' house, so that's why I'm keeping it at a minimum right now. That's why I'm so chill, because y'all know I would have been. I'm very respectful about the household. I'm not at home, so I can't talk how I want
Mhm.
to talk. So
Yeah,
I'm just
Mhm.
listening. That's all.
yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
so wait, you ain't feeling good, so you gonna go over parents' house?
Supposed to.
Actually, I came over here to wash clothes.
What?
Nah, nah.
Supposed to.
I'm
You
What?
know
serious.
what?
I'm washing.
Use your parents. Use
Right.
your parents always.
No, I
See,
mean I'm not just coming over here to watch. We fellowship. I have conversation. I tell them what's going
nah,
on. I'm not just using
I
their
know,
washing machine.
I
It ain't
know,
just
but
cause of that.
the way you sitting on that couch just lets me know you came there and put yourself in 9-year-old mode.
Oh yeah, I'm going
Everybody,
to my old room. Let me see what
yeah.
y'all got in here. I'm getting some groceries while I'm here. Y'all don't need these
Hmm.
apples. Y'all don't need this garbage bag. I'm taking
Hmm.
everything. I'm grocery shopping this
Yeah,
morning.
that's what you're
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
supposed to do. That's what you're
I need
supposed
you to
to do.
grow up. I need you to take yourself down to a
No.
Walmart, make you a
Uh-uh.
list, and get
No. I don't come over here going through people cabinets. That I don't do. Now my brother he does that, but
No, you just
no.
going over there to be your old childlike self. There's nothing wrong
Yes,
with
I
going back
agree.
home, the parents taking care of you. What's wrong? There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you're
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
supposed to
very
do.
close on my
Yeah.
family, so I can do
I
that.
got
Some
put
Hmm.
people
out
they
the
can't do
house.
that.
I got put out the house as a kid, so I
You
couldn't
should
I couldn't
have.
Damn.
stay
You
in
was
the
a
house.
bad
Fuck.
kid.
oh my God, you got put out the house.
Oh,
Got put out
Theo,
the
you
house.
called me a bad daughter. Theo just said you was a bad kid.
He was a bad kid. He was sassy,
Catholic being
grown.
there, all Catholic children are terrible. All of them.
I'm a
That's
Christian child, so I'm definitely a PK for sure.
oh no, that's even worse.
It is. It
We know
is.
what y'all do behind closed doors.
Okay, this is not the topic of the conversation.
You
We can
brung it up. You
continue.
brung it up. One
No,
thing I know about
you
them
brought it
Christian
up.
kids, they are
You
bad.
you brought it up. You said VNL looking a little, slumped over there. I'm chilling,
Oh,
man, in my business.
Yeah, but I didn't say
Yeah.
nothing
Listen.
about you being a Christian kid. We know what Christian kids do.
Oh Lord. What about
What they
Hmm.
say?
trucking?
What about who? Okay. Catholic kids. I don't know. I'm not a Catholic.
I
Mm-mm.
am.
I don't know about
Oh,
Catholic kids. Yeah.
But they
mm,
usually tell you, do as I tell you, not as I do. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because
yeah.
if you did what they
Mm-mm.
did in Catholic school, you'll be in trouble. You got to just do what they
Hmm.
tell you
Now
to
you
do.
know what they do be wilding in Catholic schools.
Yeah,
Actually,
they do.
Yeah. Well,
they be wilding.
I was raised Pentecostal, so we broke every rule you could do
Oh
in
my god.
church, out of church,
Jesus,
all in the name of
jeez,
Jesus. We did it. So
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
you don't get no worse than Pentecostal. Oh, that
Oh
you
my
talk about
god.
hypocritical. Oh,
Oh my god.
Bruh.
mhm. We in church 7 days a week and sinning
Yeah.
8 days a week.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Them the one Pentecostal was the ones that would hit you in the back of the head. You didn't catch the Holy Ghost. That's
Yeah, there you go. There you
oh
go.
my
And you better be speaking in
See, yeah,
tongues.
you
And
know that. You know, Shay. You know.
say, I'm gonna tell you a story, right? And
god.
every now and then I talk to some of my childhood friends, and I brought up a conversation with a cousin of mine. We're same age, and me and her were talking. I said, you know what was so crazy? I said, we in church, and they talking about they trying to get the devil out of somebody. You see the woman foaming at the mouth, right? And they'll say, send the kids to the back. And she started laughing because she said, we was like 10. She said, I remember you saying, well, if the devil gonna be in the church, let me get out of here. What you gonna he could get me in the back of the church. That's
Mm.
was their mentality, right? Send the kids to the back. We're gonna pull the devil out. Oh, yeah, it was all that kind of stuff I grew up in. Oh, that mess. I
Jeez.
was like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. Well, the minute I became an adult, I said, no, I don't think I'm following this religion. It's too much hypocrisy I was seeing growing up. But I don't knock anybody for what they want to their praise and faith. I ain't gonna knock nobody. But at
Mhm.
the end of the day, yeah. So yeah, like I said, we was some of the biggest sinners. Ain't no doubt about it.
So, so if
Matter
y'all,
of fact, mhm.
I was gonna say, if y'all pulled the devil out, how do you get in there? How do you get in?
Well, you got to let the devil in.
You
So
Devil
gotta
just
just
let him
don't
let
in with
them
walk
your
up in
in.
there.
let
Is
him
that
in
what you
with your
got to
act.
do? With your
Yeah, let
Well,
him
what?
in
you,
with your
you, you
action.
let you let the devil in on your actions, right? Because see, the devil
Okay.
can see
And once he gets
the
in, he got to get pulled out. He can't just leave out.
no, he
He
ain't
It's
ain't
gonna
kind
gonna
of
leave.
like
Why?
a
leave.
Why?
He
Why would
ain't
the
gonna
devil?
leave.
Bam.
Why would he want to leave? He's got a body. He's got a
Right.
body to infect
I'm
millions of
saying,
people.
like
Mm.
once he got in there, the only way he can get out is he get forced out.
Yeah,
He
you
don't. He
gotta
Gotta
just
pray
get
him
don't
out.
pushed
leave.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Prayed
real
out.
stuff,
You
man.
gotta discern that. You gotta know what's
Yeah,
going on with your mental. You gotta pray over certain people and know what they're going
it's
through because it'll
yes.
affect your mind.
Hmm.
Okay. Yes, I didn't know that. I always thought that you had an option, to do right
No,
or
no,
wrong.
the devil's not gonna come. Well, he's came to me a couple times, and I told him no, I don't want that deal. The deal wasn't sweet enough, right? But what I'm saying is, in life, when you go through certain things, when you hit a certain
Mhm.
low, the devil will come to you, unbeknownst to
Mhm.
you. Now, after you've accomplished this, and years later, you realize that you met the devil. He will come to you, and he will tell you everything you want to hear, and you will start believing these lies. And once you digested it, now you're walking in the spirit, but it's not in a good spirit. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And some people, everybody has met somebody, and they can say, man, there's just some people you can tell that has a bad spirit.
Mhm.
There's nothing good about them, right? So that's the world. That's the world we live in. I mean, we are spiritual beings. We are in the spiritual world. But yeah, the devil will come to you. Like I said, I know it's a couple of times. I know I've been approached, but I understood there's right and wrong. There's consequences for your actions, and I didn't want the deal. That's just it. So that's why when I talk to T Hill and DB on the phone, I always tell them, and this is real talk. I tell them, hey man, I ain't telling you what to do. You grown men, but I'm telling you one thing about me. If I feel that spirit ain't right, I'm out the door, because the way people think is part of their spirit, and their spirit can change the way you think. And now that spirit slowly creeps into you, and you become what you dislike about somebody else. You start becoming that. That's why it's not good to harbor ill will against people. Somebody say something about you, okay, whatever. right? Because the same wickedness that you're accusing them of, now you're soaking it in and you're starting to regurgitate and live that same way. See, that's that spirit's just passing on to the next person and the next person. So you got to be mindful of that stuff. See, Shake got off of here
Mm-hmm.
when I said that. And she knows
You
she
seen
been
them
watching.
run?
Yeah,
You
she
seen
been
them
watching them.
run?
You know what? She
You
been
think
watching them pornos again. She been
Oh
uh-oh.
watching them
no,
pornos. And she know
no.
I'm gonna block that evilness. That's right. I wait till
Yeah.
she come back and tell
Oh.
her that.
Mm, mm,
No,
mm.
She
that's
got that
real. It's
hell.
definitely
He
real.
said, "Y'all
Yeah.
ain't gonna take over my life, and I want to do negative content the rest of this year." I was like, "You can do
Well,
negative content, but just be factual with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't go ahead
well,
and
Jeez.
fill in
she was
the
negative.
thing."
So she taking 2024 and going into 2025.
Yeah, that's what that's the name. That's the topic. We talking about negative in trucking.
There is
That's
no
the topic.
negative in trucking. It's what you make it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's what
Yeah,
you,
seriously.
it's.
It's
Um,
trucking is very subjective. Like I think why so many people are saying don't get into trucking because I really want to get in trucking in 2019. That's how I know a switch has flipped. Before
mhm,
2019, we had there it was like a smooth period. I'm gonna call it a smooth period. Then COVID hit. So we was under a lot of pressure. Truck drivers were making money, but businesses were under a lot of pressure. So then
mhm,
after COVID, now you have this inflation. Now we under more pressure. So we have not received a break yet. All the way from when COVID first started, technically to now. We have not, nothing has lifted for us. So when people are trying to get into trucking for the same reason that they want to get in 2019, it's not the same reason in 2025. If inflation has went up so much, that money that you was looking at before, even though the CPM was lower that they were paying, you still not gonna make as much money as you wanted to make because we're under inflated times.
Mm.
So I'm not telling people that's just my reason on why I think people are saying don't get in trucking. Y'all
Well,
looking at this money aspect, but
mhm.
it's like other businesses are it's not just trucking, other businesses are going through the same thing. This AI is taking over certain businesses, they have not reopened because of COVID. America has been under pressure for a couple years now.
Well,
We've all
pressure
felt
bust
it.
pipes. Pressure bust pipes.
You see why
So,
people aren't staying in the trucking industry. That's why they saying getting out. And these
but,
aren't people
I-
that have been driving for a long time, Theo.
but
You
here's
heard old dude, he said he's been driving 4 years. That's not a long
but here
time.
okay. But here's the thing. He's been driving 4 years. I don't know how long I've been driving, but it's longer than 4. And I'm
Right.
not saying none of the stuff he's saying. None of this stuff he's saying. You got me?
Yeah.
I've ran, whether you want to call it OTR, I've ran regional, I've been local, anything you want to say, I've done it, right? I've done everything in trucking except heavy haul. And I can almost a little bit, but I was just not really heavy haul. But what I'm saying is, how is it I'm still in it? T Hill's still in it, but he's telling everybody don't come in it because of his personal issue, right?
It's
right.
That's what
subjective.
So, yeah, he
yeah.
ain't
You
get
see what I'm
enough.
saying?
He
Yeah,
hasn't done enough. For me to listen to a guy like that 4 years,
yeah.
it's not a lot. Because
No,
if you came in a truck, and let's just say you came in like I did, dump truck driving, and then got your shit Class A, and you start driving combination vehicle,
mm-hmm,
you start driving like a dump truck with a trailer, right? And then you
mm-hmm,
start driving a Class A semi truck with a box truck, a box on the back, a 53-foot, 48-foot, and you're driving that. That's still not enough of nothing that's going on out here.
It's
You got
not.
you got reefer tanker containers. You got uh, dumpsters, roll off. You got so much other stuff that's going on in trucking that you got to find what you like. Because
correct. And it takes
if you don't like
years.
if you don't like waiting at a shipper with a reefer, then you're gonna say trucking is all messed up.
Exactly.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And you haven't done
Right.
heavy haul, you haven't done flatbed, you haven't done oversized. Because I see guys all the time driving those double wide mobile homes down the road. You got to pull over to the
Mm-hmm,
side and let them by. You know,
mm-hmm,
so and I'm pretty sure they liking it because they wouldn't be doing it.
correct. And that's why I said you can't take his personal experience and say that's all of trucking right now. I will say without a shadow of a doubt, if I'm able to walk into a position, non-trucking, that's paying me 90% of what I make right now, okay, I'm gone. Right? I mean, I've had
Mm-hmm.
my
Let me ask you
career
this.
with
Let me ask
trucking.
you this, Theo.
Yes,
So, I
ma'am.
mean, I've heard you talk, and I know T Hills backed you up saying you quit a lot of jobs. So, can you say
Yeah.
you one of those people that's kind of in the negative in trucking? Can
No.
you say that for
Why?
yourself? You
No.
quit. I mean,
Why?
you're quitting a lot of jobs, and obviously you're not happy, right?
Well, hold on, hold on. Why? You don't know how many I quit now. Now, T. Hill's just
Okay.
talking from a dollar amount, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
okay, so let's look at it this way. We'll go to some of these real good companies I used to work for over 20 years ago, up to now, right? So when I left R&L, I didn't quit R&L because I was mad with R&L. I was moving. They didn't have an opening at that terminal where I was at. So, okay, I left R&L. I go to Watkins Motor Freight. I'm still pulling doubles, right? I left Watkins because when FedEx brought them out, FedEx came in with all these different rules. And listen, I was a rule breaker. They did nothing wrong. I said, I just don't want to work in these conditions. I go to AMI. Perfect company. I loved it. We got paid so much money for stop pay. We get purchased by Penske Logistics. They cut out the money. They say, okay, we're not paying you $15 for every stop. It's $15 after the second stop. Wait, I'm losing $60 a day. Are you crazy? I'm not doing this. So I leave them. I go to Cowan at that time. And I go to Cowan. I was with Cowan for almost 4 years. Cowan, great company, but the economy had hit us so hard, right? And I couldn't understand. Well, hold up, we're the house carrier. Why are we don't have the same runs? Where they're giving runs out to other companies? Don't make sense. You know what? Hold up, I'm out of here, right? Because I'm not going to just work somewhere taking almost a $400 a week pay cut when we're the house carrier. Nothing bad against the company. That was my decision to make. You see what I'm saying? So when I left a company, I didn't leave because trucking let me down. I understand the company has their rules and they change. I either got to deal with it or I don't deal with it. You get what I'm saying? But I am one of those where if I don't feel it's right for me at that point in time, yeah, I'm gonna get the hell on. But I'm not gonna get the hell on and go to another job that ain't paying shit. I've never had a job other than when AMI did their thing with the sell when they sold it. I never had a job where I'm like, oh man, they just ain't paying me enough. I knew what they paid coming into the door. I accepted the pay under the pretense I know how to make the pay work. I've never had a problem with jobs that didn't pay me. That wasn't the case. It was whatever reason it was. And I would still tell everybody, if you want to do this, it's a good industry. Come do it. But find out what you like. Because what I like, you may not like. To me, a perfect job in trucking, which is what I like to do, is just I'm gonna hook up these doubles. I'm gonna drive 4 hours. I'm gonna swap out with another driver at a terminal or at a truck stop, and I'm gonna go back 4 hours and drop the set. I'm going home. I'm done. That's perfect. You see, when I used to work for Watkins, and I would go from Atlanta to Cincinnati, right? When I lived in Atlanta at that time, and I spend the night in the hotel in Cincinnati. I get up in the morning. I go from Cincinnati to Pittsburgh. I come back to Cincinnati, drop and hook. I get my $9.80 both ways for dropping and hook. You multiply that by 2. Then I drive up to Dayton and I drop and hook 980 twice again. And I go back to Cincinnati, drop and hook 980. Then I go to the hotel and I sleep and I get up in the morning and they didn't have it ready by after 10 hours. I go on the clock at $19.80 an hour. Who wants to leave that job? But once FedEx came in, when they brought out American Freight and then they brought out Watkins on the East Coast, they changed all that and they had a lot more rules. So it's like driving with a bullseye on your back. You see, so I just didn't want that. It's like, that ain't for me. But I wouldn't tell nobody else, man, don't go there. It just wasn't for me at that point in time. You see what I'm saying? So even though I have my reasons why I left companies, or I have my reasons why I won't work for certain companies and do certain things, I would never tell anybody else, don't do it because I don't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not 25 no more. I'm not running down the ramp humping 50 and 100-pound bags of flour. I used to do that. I won't tell nobody don't do it, but I will say that's a young man's game. Don't bet your retirement on it because your body won't hold up. Can you make money? Sure, you can humping food. It's physical work. I did it. I did it. Like I said, I used to put 100-pound bags of flour on my shoulder, take it in, stack it up, delivering 800 bags a day, 50-pound bags of flour on a hand truck, stacking it up. I would never tell somebody don't do it, but I would say, hey man, this is a young man's game. It's very physical. So understand how to work the product, because if not, the product's going to work you and you'll be hurt. That's the way I do it. I'm never negative, because I understand a lot of people come into this industry would not want to be outside the truck for 65% of their day. So if I work 10 hours, 35% of that is driving. The other 65 that makes it up to 10 hours, I'm standing outside. So when it's windy, the wind is there. When it's raining, rain is hitting me in my mouth. When it's cold, everything is there. When it's hot, it's blazing on me. And I still got to wear company FR clothes, thick clothes in the summertime. And in wintertime, they give you plenty of thick clothes, right? So I'm not going to say, man, don't do that, because I know I don't like being out there. I don't. But I would never tell anybody else, don't do it because of what I feel about a company, because what I feel may be different. Somebody may say, man, I feel that Covenant is the best company to work for. They love running the road. I'm going to say, go do your thing. I'm not going to say that's bad. It's just what I won't do no more. You feel me? See, that's the difference. I'm not going to criticize the industry, because certain things have to play in order for us to get our basic needs. But, excuse me, at the same time, I'm going to run and work for people that I feel I'm getting what I want. But if your company has rules or they change it and I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with it, I gracefully say, I appreciate the opportunity and I'm out. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So there's no, did I tell you anything negative about trucking throughout that process?
No, I'm just saying. I know you've mentioned it before that you quit jobs, so many jobs in trucking.
We all quit jobs. Listen, I've been in trucking longer than you, right? I've been in trucking longer than you in VNL. That's not saying a lot. So
How
if you,
many
if
years?
it's,
Tell us how many years.
I don't know, Shade. I don't know, 53, I guess, and I'm 52, something like that. It's right at 30 years, right?
30
It's
years.
right
Okay.
at 30 years.
That's a
Oh,
And
long time.
they don't never
well,
like to reveal their age. They'll never like to reveal
Nah, you ain't gonna
old
never hear
fun
him say
boys.
that though. They just gonna give you a
Old
ballpark
fun
and go to
boys.
bed.
well, you
Go to
gotta.
bed.
VNL
Hmm.
is maybe 2 years older than my daughter, right? So I was driving way before my daughter was born. You got what I'm saying? I've been doing it for a long time. And plus, I was a crane or diesel mechanic a year before I started driving, right after I stopped going to college. So when I got my CDLs, I was just getting ready to turn 21 through the crane company. Then once that belly up, I went to the assignment. I was going there to be a mechanic, a diesel mechanic. And that happened for about 3 months. And the guy was telling me how much money they was making over the road. I said, shoot, I'm gonna try that. Well, I couldn't leave the state at the time, so they had me doing local stuff. And then I turned, I think 22 or 23. That's when I left the state, right? And I was like, man, this shit ain't no money, and this is crazy. So see what I'm saying? But I didn't say it was negative. It just didn't work for me. You got what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is. But I've been doing it a long time. So if you say I quit a lot of jobs, I can say in 13 years, you've had more jobs than I had in the last 24 months. So who quit a lot of jobs? I'm listening.
No,
Hmm,
I'm going by
hmm,
what you
hmm,
said. I'm going by
hmm,
what you said.
hmm.
I'm not.
Think about it. In
I'm going
13
by what you
years,
said. You
you've
said
had
so
more
on another one
jobs
of
in
my lives.
24 months.
You
Think
said in
about
one
this.
of my lives that you said you think you quit by at least by 7, 8 jobs in 1 year. That's what you said.
No, I ain't never said that.
Oh my God, you did say that.
Shay, I said you
Just
quit.
the negative though, you know that, right?
Oh
Shay,
my God, it's not
Shay,
negative. So he did say that.
Shay,
He did say that.
I've never said I quit 7 or 8 jobs in 1 year. I've never said that. Now
Okay,
I've
I'm
always
gonna go back
stated,
to my
you go
life.
back and find it. I ain't never. If I was being facetious. There's no,
Okay, so you didn't mean it. You didn't mean it.
no, no, no. I didn't mean it. See, listen. Back then, when you quit a job, most companies understood why, because they all knew each other, right? And the managers all knew that, yeah, that company is bad, this, that, the third. Well, now when they see you've had so many jobs in 3 years, it's a strike. So back then, having a lot of jobs, they understood, you knew what time it was in the industry, right? Because companies were just ruthless. Now it hurts you to have a lot of jobs in a 36-month time frame. So that's why I say you've had more jobs than I've had in the last 13 years. How many jobs you had in the last 36 months? Yeah, we're talking shape. Go ahead.
It's not right now. Checking it out right now. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
But I know you have said that, that you have quit a lot of jobs. I said, so what are you looking for as a top pay? You're not happy?
I never said I have that many jobs
He
in
must be
1
mixing
year.
you up with me. I might have said that being funny. Because
Yeah, that's what it was.
I said, Theo done quit more jobs than most people that would love to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see what T Hill was. This is what it was. T Hill was referencing to saying that the jobs that I quit paid an average of 30% more than what the average truck driver was making. And those companies are deemed very good paying companies, right? Where I would say, yeah, he's right, but if it just didn't work for me, it didn't work for me. That don't mean I'm gonna tell nobody else not to go there. You get what I'm saying? That's not it. So that's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. Even now, when I told him a couple weeks ago, I said, man, you know what? There's some stuff I want to do this year. And I said, I kind of really just want to go to Amtrak, but I'm trying to do something. So I need a little more time on this job. But you know what? If the opportunity come, I'm gone. He's like, what? You gonna leave? Why would you? I mean, he's just cussing me out, shit. Cussing. I'm like, I had to tell him, hold up, N-word. I'm not your son. Who you talking to like that? You see what I'm saying? I mean, if this was a cartoon conversation, he had came through the phone and was yelling down, right? You see what I'm saying? But not understanding that, yeah, I want the money, right? But I'm tired. I kind of want out of the industry. There's nothing wrong with the industry. I'm aging out. On my time, I don't want to do this another 13 years. I'm not planning on working it past another 13 years, 14, give or take. I don't want to finish out driving a truck. That's my thing, right? And that's just it. That's the way it is. But that's what he was referencing. He was looking at what the companies were paying, right? Because here's the thing, Shay. Companies are paying right now OTR. They dropped the pay down between 50 and 58 cents a mile, right? I was making 50 cents a mile in 02 working for Watkins. When I left R&L, my run was paying 44 cents a mile. So when I say I'm not working for this company for this reason, that reason, it's because why should I go backwards in pay? I've had these jobs like that, right? Like when I worked at Cowan from 05 to 09, apologize. We was getting paid 39 cents a mile, $75 if you unloaded it, $27 for each stop, right? I could go to work, literally, it's a true story. I could go to work and go to Nashville, Tennessee, about 301 miles, and unload the first stop at Cisco, 600 pieces. I break it down, it'll end up being 80 pallets. Then I go to the next place, and then I just pull it off. They check it in, right? That paid me 75 plus 27. That was like $111, something like that, $101. Plus, I got the miles. It was easy to make $350 then, a day. I worked for it a day, and we was turning 682 miles in a day cab. I did it every week. And plus, I was staying in hotels. So when I go to Ruth Glen, I go all the way to Zebulon, North Carolina. I unload at MBM, or I think it's MBM. Unload, boom, boom, boom. Then I go to Rocky Mount, boom, boom, unload again, right? And I'm out of there. I got it off the truck, or if I had 3 stops sometimes, and I will get the 75 to unload, 27 for the next stop. And then I go to Ruth Glen. They got to bring the trailer to me from Baltimore. They paid me 75 to sleep in the hotel. So that's 75 times 2. That's 150. Throw $27 in there. That's 177, and it was 642 miles on the mileage rate. So we're like, I wasn't making good money at that time. You see what I'm saying? So, but I worked though. I literally worked because a lot of guys say, man, I ain't unloading that trailer. That paid a lumper. We had an option. They could pay the lumper. If we want to unload it, we unload it. I used to get back there every day and try to touch the product because I knew I was getting an extra $75. And sometimes I would just stay on the clock because you got a choice of getting paid hourly rate or mileage rate. I could go to Charlotte and sit there at US Foods for about 6-7 hours, the 300 cases in the truck. I'm just sitting there and I stay on the clock and work 14 hours, drive to Piedmont, South Carolina, go to the hotel. They're gonna pay me 14 hours on the clock plus $75. So that's $17.50 at 14 hours plus $75. That's what I was getting paid. So you had to work for it though. You see what I'm saying? In this day and time, I ain't touching shit. I ain't doing this. Well, if they ain't paying you to do it, I wouldn't do it neither. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't got no problem with working and fingerprint. I've done all that kind of stuff. You just got to pay me for it. You see, if you paying me for it, we good. I had that day cab when they gave it to me, brand new. It was a 2000 Volvo, not 2000, but the year. It was a Volvo, brand new. They traded me in every 3 years. They called me and said, Theo, you gotta get out the truck. They get rid of the trucks at 350,000 miles. In February, 3 years was April, was May. In February, I had already put 364,000 miles on that truck. I had that bad boy stretched out. So you see what I'm saying? But once the economy went down, the money went down. You got me? And when I seen what I was making, it wasn't worth me staying at that point. I had too much overhead. I wasn't the way I am with money now, right? I was making more, so I was buying more. And then once the money dropped, I realized, oh man, I don't have enough money to pay for all this stuff, and plus I didn't feel I need to work. I'll give you a good example, then I'll shut up. Let's not talk. We were so slow, and they had moved locations. Before I would only drive 15 minutes to work. Then I had to drive like 38 minutes. And the gas had went up to like $4 a gallon. And I'll never forget, they said, Theo, just come in tomorrow and take the truck to get service. I said, I'm not coming in for 4 hours. Let somebody else do it. That's already here. I'll stay home. And she said, well, if you don't do it, we got to write you up. At that time, he was trying to get rid of anybody. I said, listen, I'll sign it. Because I ain't coming to work for 4 hours knowing I got to put gas in this expedition to drive 38 miles one way for 4 hours worth of work. You know, lost your mind. I came in and said, I do it. I came in and it just so happened they had another truck sitting there. And I told the guy, hey, man, I'm going to wait on my truck. I took their truck and was filling out applications. Screw it. You see what? That's what I did. So, but if I leave, it's a reason, but I won't tell nobody else, don't go there, because I'm leaving for my reason. If you leave US Express, would you tell somebody don't go there? But you just realize, if somebody said, man, if I just make $800 a week, I'm good. Are you going to say, well, don't come here then? Because that's what you're going to make sometimes. But they saying that's all they need. So would US Express be a decent company for that company? And I'll let
Well,
you speak.
it depends on where you're going. You know what I'm saying? It's a decent company if you just need a check to get by. But if you have other dreams and other drives for things, I say I don't know.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The guy says all he needs is 800 a week and be home every day. At that point, you may say, you know what, this is a good company for you. Because every company is not for everybody. We have our own pretense of what we think a company should do. Well, you need to get your own company. But at the end of the day, everything is not for everybody. I can go back on some of the companies I work for, and I guarantee you would not do that work. And they pay good for that time. You would not do that kind of work. I know you won't do it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say it's a bad company, but you go there and say, well, Theo should have told me this is effed up. No, that just don't work for you. You see what I'm saying? It just don't work for you, but it works for other people. And that's how we got to look at trucking. Every time somebody's negative, well, it's like looking at reviews, right? And you reading, oh, they're all negative, but wait a minute. You don't understand. There could have been a relationship or something where they wanted a day off, but they didn't have the time. or they may have been on a dedicated run and they're like, look, man, we can work something out, but not this day. And they got, oh, they won't give me time off. Well, it's not all the way true. So that's how you got to look at it. But everybody has their own opinion about what's good and bad. But that's my story. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm still want to go back and say, in 36 months, how many jobs you had? We're going to do a comparison. And I'm going to tell you how many I had in 13 years.
Say it again.
I said, in the last 36 months, how many companies have you worked for? And that now remember, Bear and US Express, even though you got to use both of them.
In the last 36 months, I say 6 companies.
6 companies. Okay. So in 13 years, I've only worked for 3. Who's the job
You
hopper?
got to throw that up in nobody's face. You know,
Who's
I
the
have
job
all
hopper? Who's the job hopper? Who's the job hopper? Yeah, who's the job hopper now? Okay, Bugs Bunny. Okay, I get it. Just hopping all over the place. Mm-hmm. Now you heard that, BNL? Now she gonna call me out, and then we find out the truth. Now look what happens.
I'm going by what you said. I ain't gonna call you out and just ask the questions.
He probably didn't say that. I said it.
I was going through some things. You know that.
He ain't said I said it. You know he ain't said that. You probably figured like I said that.
He said out his
you done-
own mouth one time. He just forgot. He said, "Yeah, I
No,
know.
I
I've
didn't.
been
I ain't never said
7,
that.
8 companies in 1 year."
No, I
Because
never
I
said
quit
that.
jobs like it ain't nothing. You know, you
No.
said that.
Shay, let me tell you something. You had more jobs in 36 months than most guys got inches. That's really a problem.
Jeez.
What do you say? What do you say? Say that again.
Tell her what I said, BNL.
I ain't saying that. We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that
What
over
you
again.
say? What
Catch
you
it on
say?
replay. Catch it on replay. Catch it on
Oh my
replay.
God! What you say, Theo? You said it once
I
was a smart.
said-
Say it again.
I said you had more jobs in 36 months than most guys got inches. That's what I
Well,
said.
that's true. That's true. You know, we got a little man watching out here. Sure, all the time.
Hey,
That's true.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
See, I don't think T Hill's ready for this type of conversation in Vietnam.
No, I'm not. That's why I'm about to get off of here. Because I got my work I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get down to Tennessee. So I got my work I gotta do and get down and work.
I feel you, brother. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But yeah, like I said, Shay, keep listening to that negative stuff and let that spirit get in you and make it work.
Force it out. Force it out.
No,
But however you say you gotta force the devil out. How you force the devil out? You gotta
she
pray it
ain't
out.
gonna force that
We
devil
gonna
out.
pray.
That devil is in her. He done put a seed in her.
No, we're gonna pray it out. We're gonna pray it out, or however we gotta force it out.
We gonna pray. I'm thinking about start hosting prayer meetings in my apartment. That's what I'm thinking about doing.
Shay, you better not. You're gonna end up being you already in a cult. What you trying to do? You gonna be like
I'm pray it out.
You gonna be the handmaid's tale? You got to know how to pray first to go do some stuff like that.
I know how to pray. Don't you talk to me about know how to pray. I know how to pray. Do you know how to pray?
Well, give me something then. Give me something. Go ahead, give me something.
But hold on. Before we leave, I'm gonna let you close out in prayer then. Since you brought that up. We gonna see.
No.
Well, no. We gonna see you gonna close it out in prayer then. See, look at that BNL. You see that BNL?
No. Hold up. Shake.
You see that?
Listen, Shake. Listen what I'm about to tell you. As a heathen, I have to know the Bible front and back. I don't pray.
Oh my God.
Oh, you hear that BNL? You hear?
I hear him.
I threw that visit to you was a whole fox boy. I threw it was a whole fox. When your big mama, he said, I chase women. Remember he said that one time? I chase women.
I'm a man. That's what I'm supposed to do.
That's what you supposed to do. Yeah, that's what you supposed to do. You supposed to pray for your wife.
Hey, what I'm paying for? You ain't got to pay for it all the time. Come on now. What happened? They don't do sample tests no more?
No, sample tests. God ain't say nothing about sample no pussy. He said marriage. Is that what he said?
ain't no Sam's Club over here. You try to sample that, see what happens.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Lord.
Oh, man. Y'all ain't right. Mm-mm. Shake this. Shake
You
talk
the
about
one
praying
said
and being nasty in the same time.
At the club on a Saturday, at church on a Sunday.
There you
Jesus.
go.
Lord,
There
that's
you
me.
go.
That's me. But I'm still saved. And I still love my Lord and Savior. That's your leave.
She talking about. She
That's
running around
all
talking about this
it
holy oil mixed with
Oh
vodka. Here you go.
Lord.
Here you
Believe it or not, when I like to have prayer. This devil here don't even want to have prayer. Look.
Jesus. Giving the people vodka when they come in the door. We supposed to be reading the
Yeah.
Bible. We getting
There
drunk.
you go.
What's going on?
Oh
Yeah.
Lord
Communion.
Jesus.
Mm-mm-mm.
So that
Oh
was
Oh
Lord.
vodka.
shit.
That was vodka that y'all be drinking at the communion. I thought it was grape juice. That's vodka.
No, that's vodka
No.
for shape. It's supposed to be grape juice, but
That's
Shayna
Oh,
shape
got the
okay.
vodka
cracker.
in
We
there.
we
She
had
getting people
we had
drunk.
we had cranberry juice, that little piece of cracker.
Cranberry juice
Um,
and that cracker.
mhm,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm,
But now Shake gonna have her own prayer meeting with
yeah.
Smirnoff. This is
Yeah.
brought to
Smearing
y'all by
off.
the Book of Smirnoff.
Lord.
Ugh,
Mm, mm.
Jesus. How them people's stomach toe up.
Oh Lord.
You ain't lying.
Mm,
Mm.
mm,
When the
Listen, I
last time
don't.
you been to church, Mr. Theo? When the last time you been to a church? Be
Oh
honest.
man, it's been a while.
Once a while. Oh Lord. Once a
Oh
while.
man, it's been a couple of years.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, Shay, let me say something. Going to church ain't gonna get you into heaven.
uh-uh.
It's really not. It's not.
It won't.
Uh-uh.
You're going because once you decide you accept that lifestyle, you accepted Jesus in your life, that church is your new family, right? So you're going
Mm-hmm.
there to have festivities with the family, right? That's what you're going there for. And you want to go because you understand the sermon that's coming along, and the preacher's giving you something in the sermon, right? But just going to a church, but then don't go home and read your Bible, it defeats the purpose. You can't just go there and expect this man to tell you everything because he's telling you the Bible based on his interpretation. You still need to study your book. You get what I'm saying? And now, which book are you studying? Are you reading the Old Testament, the New Testament? Are you reading the Ethiopian Bible? Are you going back to the Apocrypha where they took certain books out of the Bible? This is what all comes with that, right? So when I say as a heathen, I know the Bible, I'm not lying. That doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Sure, I do. And I wouldn't tell nobody, don't go to church if that works for you. But understand, just going to church is not going to get you into the 12 gates of heaven. It's not going to work because a lot of people are more fooled and confused. That's the word I'm using. They're more confused that go into church. You get what I'm saying? Because they're not reading their Bible. They're reading, but they're not understanding what they're reading, right? And I'm going to give it to you like this. Understand this. The reason why God told Moses to take the people and keep them in the land for 40 years, he needed to break the cycle. They was worshiping other gods like pharaohs did, right? So it took 40 years to break that cycle. That's how long it took. So when you go to church, it takes a while to break the cycle of the world that you've been in for so long. You just ain't going to church and overnight you saved and that's it. Oh no, that's the start. The battle becomes you have to fight all these demons that you've been with the whole time. So you've been in church for a year and somebody start at a family reunion start playing a song and everybody getting up dancing doing the electric slide. What you gonna do? You gonna slide or you gonna just say, you know what, y'all have fun. You know I can't do that. You have to make a decision because now you're going back into the worldly way of thinking, right? See, you see, so that it's a lot more complex than I'm going to church and I'm gonna be saved. No, it's your actions. How do you treat people? What's in you sin more in your thoughts than anything. Than anything you do, your thoughts are the most sinful that you could ever do. Your train of thought is where all the sin is, and everybody sins. I don't care what pastors out there, we all sin. Men, we lust, we sin. Doesn't mean we're bad men, but we got to always constantly ask forgiveness for what we've done in our mind because you sin just based on the thoughts. hmm What Mario
Yep.
say? It's gonna be some self. What is that deletion on that?
That's what I got to
Yeah,
saying. Faith without works is dead. You got to put in the work. You can't just believe. You got to do your homework when you go
no
home.
doubt, no doubt. No doubt.
Gotta do your homework.
Listen, it's not a easy walk.
Yeah,
It
I
is
got
a
I got
hard
I got a
walk.
clip of the homeless man. KOC, I gave some of the burgers to. I'm gonna put that on my short today.
Is he still living?
Who?
The homeless man after eating your burgers.
No, the homeless man I gave the burgers to yesterday.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is he still living or?
Yeah, he's still living. I just gave him the burgers yesterday. What you mean? Yeah, of course he's still living.
Well,
I
did
got
you
a clip
check
of
on
him.
him today?
He
That
took
man
off
might need his.
yesterday.
He might need his stomach pumped.
He don't need no.
That man need a shot of that Smirnoff. Go ahead, give him a shot. He'll be all
There
right.
you go.
Oh my God.
Shape had all that meat in that house.
I
So is
seen
that
her.
what that
I
is
seen
that
her.
what that mean? Shake BYOB. Bring your own burger.
Yeah, she had
So much meat in my
Oh my
freezer.
God.
I got some meat in my freezer. I still got a rib left. I got a slab of rib left. I got
but
chickens. I got
but
steaks.
wait,
I got so much meat in my freezer. It's pitiful, really.
being there, you see how big and long that log of meat Shay had.
Yeah, say, why you got all that beat in your house?
I'm telling
Cause
you,
I like to cook.
she's giving some signals with that much meat. I said, man,
But
she
why do
can't
you
handle
have
all that
all of
meat.
that? What you Jesus, what are you doing with
I
all
make
of
for my
that?
channel. For my channel, and I like to cook. I cook like from 3 to 7 times a week.
You say say it again? Hold on, I hear you.
I say I cook for my channel and for myself. I cook like 3, 7 times a week.
Jesus, girl, that is a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, because meat is not cheap. If anything, fucking expensive.
Yes, it is.
Mm.
Especially these steaks. We still on the steak marathon now. Especially these steaks. I got a tomahawk coming up next. After that.
I hope you when you done eating all that steak, I hope you clean yourself out. That's a lot of red meat to be eating.
Well, I don't eat all of it.
Yeah,
I make some plates and I give it to my mom, my stepfather, my brother. I may cook. I may save some for myself and I give some of it away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
feel you.
I don't throw food away though. I give it to
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, I don't be cooking like that. That's a lot of cooking. I don't do all
that's a
that.
lot of cooking for sure.
Yeah. I love to do it. That's what I do.
Well, as long as you enjoy it, because you got some people they hate cooking, like they hate it. I don't hate it. I just, I can't do it 7 times a week, 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah. Not every week, but there are times that I do. It don't
Yeah,
be like 3, 4, 5 course meals. It be like maybe some meat, some sides, meat, vegetables. And sometimes it's 3 courses, sometimes it's 4. It just
got
depends.
you. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, let me get ready to go, young lady. We
Okay,
were
now
chopping up with all this.
close
What?
outside in prayer, heathen. Close outside in prayer.
Call it.
Come on, come on.
No, she did try
It
to
say
put me
you
on
can
the
start. I'm
spot.
gonna give you a hint. Dear Heavenly Father, you take it from right there.
You know what? That's a good one. That's a good one. Dear Heavenly Father, to all the great Greek gods that are out there, if you're listening to me, I pray that this girl has no negativity starting tomorrow. That's my ending prayer. Mm-hmm. You like that? Was that good enough for you, Shake?
Oh, well, not you, devil. You know better. You know how to pray.
Well, you know I'm a heathen. I done
You was
told you
brought
I'm
up
a.
at Pentecost. You know how to go down in prayer.
Let me tell
You
you
know
something. If
better
I
than that. Your me mama
Shake,
said
Shake,
to the back of the head
if
for something like that. One
if I
sentence.
tell you,
We
if
ask
I
you for
tell
prayer.
you,
Prayer is not one sentence.
well, here's the thing, Shake. If I tell you I'm a heathen, you don't want my prayer because my prayer ain't gonna do it but drop to the ground. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. There is no my prayer means nothing. You get what I'm saying? So you asking the person who telling you he living wrong to lead you into prayer. This is how you get into hell, following the wrong people.
Yep, that's
You
your
see,
meal ticket for sure.
you see what I'm
Oh
saying?
Lord,
Now,
Lord.
now listen,
I
if
am on
that's
my
what you
prayer
want,
asking you for prayer. I like you
I
to
will oblige and help you. But I don't think you want that.
See you later. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Oh
VNL and
yeah.
Shay and
thank
CR. I
you. I
appreciate
appreciate
y'all.
it. I appreciate
Oh
yeah.
it.
yeah. Y'all
Let
have a
I
me
good
get out of
appreciate it.
here
night.
I,
I
because
try,
gotta
I love
slide
because
out
all of
in too.
y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all keep your girl lifted up in prayer for everything I'm trying to do. My
We
mental
definitely are.
health,
We're
mhm.
my
gonna we're gonna
finances,
we're
my
gonna
business, my family. Keep me up lifted up in prayer. That's one thing we're gonna start doing, having a little bit of prayer on this channel. I don't care what nobody say.
Well, y'all call me after the prayer.
Yeah, call him when we done, I guess. He don't want to hear
Yes,
it.
yes.
That's how you know you really need Jesus. But he always want to
Mhm.
hear the prayer.
How you know he
Even the
don't need me?
gangster, even the most gangster dudes love going to church for prayer meeting. You know that they walking
No,
up with their
no.
guns on them and all that. Sitting there
The
on the pew.
gangster dudes are just like me. We go to prayer meeting to look for single women.
No, they do not. No, they do
Yes,
not.
they do.
That's just
Yes,
you,
they do.
Timmy. That's just you,
Okay.
Mr.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just you. That's just you. That ain't everybody else. That's you.
I'm gonna say this. Back in the day, I used to love to take my daughter to Chuck E. Cheese because it was so many women up in there. It was unreal. I told my homeboy, I said, "Yo, man, it's better to go to Chuck E. Cheese than go to a club. There's so many women up in Chuck E. Cheese with their kids." hmm
And you ain't got to
But
buy on no drink at Chuck E. Cheese either.
there you go. There you go.
Mm,
Cause they ain't gonna want to
I ain't
drink in
got to
front of
buy
the kids.
nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly. What kind of pizza y'all got over there? I'm going to go sit at y'all
hmm
table. This is my type of
There you
party right
go.
here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Buy a little $6 pizza. My kid ate good. When I had the boys, they ate good, and the other women kids ate good. And then the adults ate later. hmm
Mm-hmm.
That's how that went down. But let me jump off. You two young ladies, y'all have a good one. Shape. We'll look for your
Right.
next live,
I
baby girl.
thank you, being there.
All right,
I
Theo.
thank
See
you,
you.
Mr. Theo.
Yeah.
See you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for being there. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. We were past the 2 hour mark, but I appreciate everybody that jumped on. K. O'Shea, I seen you down there. Hold on. K. O'Shea, Mario, Rosemary's son, Derek Williams, Rag Runner, I guess that's Sip. And everybody else that popped in there, I can't go back all the way back up. But thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Being there, go subscribe. T.U. go subscribe. He's slowly getting traction on his page. Go subscribe to Mr. Theo. Hopefully, all y'all just start putting up more downloads this year. Like I said, you're gonna see these cooking videos come more frequently. Working on a few things that I want to have one thing up and running before the month's over with. That you're gonna be able to have your hands on, like not physically, but maybe online. We'll see. Shape then picked her out a homeless man. No, Shape had picked her out a homeless man. You know, so I just gave with that many burgers, Kale Shay, you know, I can't eat 20 burgers, but I just thought it was just something different that maybe I want to see. But that video is slowly going up. I got it over 100 in a day, but it's slowly going up. So, but like I said, the steak marathon continues. Next video gonna be up soon, and next day or two. Just keep them coming. If y'all want full videos, I'll get these shorts up to like 1,000 views. So let me know if y'all really want to see like the whole breakdown of how I cook in the season and get it together and all that kind of stuff. So y'all gotta get it up, hit the likes up, hit the shares up over there, subscribe and like over here, and keep this going. Like I said, I'm almost at 3,000. Let's get to 3,000 subs. Let's get it there. It's been a long time. I don't know why you don't give me this check, y'all. I got enough videos, enough watch outs. I don't know why I keep playing with your girl, but let's go and get this month and go and get past this damn threshold so I can go and get what's beyond overdue to me. You feel me? But I'm going to end out with a prayer since Mr. Theo couldn't do it, aka heathen, okay? Here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for touching our bodies and letting us rise to see another morning, God. God, we thank you for your grace and mercy. Bless everybody that's out there on the road today. And blessing for everything you're praying for this year, 2025, will be your year. Name it and claim it in the name of Jesus, God. We give everything over to you, dear Jesus, in your precious and mighty name. Amen. That's how you pray. That's how you get to the point. Oh, my God. I can't believe that. But I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a main B bus undervolt. Roger, main B undervolt. Okay, stand by 13. We're looking at it.
Limited runs, yeah, count out the funds, yeah, brand new fit, yeah, throwback ones, yeah, she ain't equipped, yeah, she tryna run, Yeah, I can't resist. Yeah, I get it done. Yeah. She fell in love with me. She on my company. Ooh, customer service, can't get enough of me. Drinking that bubbly, did it on purpose. You know I'm all in that. Tell for a big bag, making a purchase. Wait, let me call you back. I need a car that's black. Nigga, I'm serving. Take no orders, but I'm serving. That little mama got me swerving. Look like it's working. Look like it's working. Serving. Take no orders, but I'm serving. That little mama got me swerving. Look like it's working. Look like it's working. Hey, you know I got flavor, can't explain where I get it. In the mirror, looking like a.
It's my birthday, so I get what I want. I want you and I don't need everyone. I want your time and then some. Don't tell me no, then we got a problem.